Hey, welcome everybody to the AEL University Elite Series. Matsy and HazDaddySlim. Welcome in, my man. It's been a while.
It has, yeah. For AEL and for CS in general, it has been a hot minute, but very nice to be back. And I couldn't think of doing it with anyone better, Matthew. It's a pleasure to be with you on this beautiful evening in Melbourne, at least, where it is, well, it was raining, and now it's just a light little shower outside.
Yes, we got some rain for a change, despite the hot weather. But speaking of heating things up, let's talk about some of our favourite people right now, our sponsors. So, without further ado, big shout out to AGON by AOC, the gaming monitor partner who provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. Next up, it's Indomie, the noodle partner, made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavours available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. Big shout out to all of our sponsors there.
Yes, we do love to see them, and we do love to see what we'll be getting into this evening as well, because, well, it's playoffs. I haven't been here for the round robins or any of the first couple of weeks. I've been, just paying attention off to the side, but we are, of course, heading into week 3 here, which does mean we've got our third place matches. So these teams, unfortunately, they're not going to go home with the massive AEL Golden Trophy that, of course, everyone gets, but they will be at least getting the bragging rights of who finishes third and who finishes 4th this evening.
That's right, and to be honest, they've done a really good job throughout the season. I think that this has got to be one of the most competitive seasons of the Elite Series that I've seen so far. Like, especially at the beginning of the season, all the way up till now, it wasn't just a complete stomp like from teams like RMIT all the way through, right? The other teams have actually done a really impressive job at keeping it competitive, taking rounds off the likes of RMIT and even UNSW for that matter. Just really a solid season overall so far. But we obviously don't have our victor yet. You know, so far in the playoffs, we've seen some pretty competitive matches all in all, as you can see here on our scoreboard. We did have all 2-0s pretty much the whole way through, but just because it says 2-0 on the scoreboard there doesn't mean it was necessarily a full-on stomp. We definitely had some close competitive matches there. But irregardless, the top 2 teams for the season more or less have been, even the top 3, I'd say, have been like RMIT, and then there's UNSW as well as maybe Monash, pretty much on the fringes there. They were very closely matched, I'd say, all throughout the season, with UOM doing a pretty impressive job themselves, managing to get all the way up into the playoffs here. One thing to note, I was a bit worried about it through the season, that, you know, not every team would be able to get a win, but by the end, we did see every team actually manage to net themselves a win in the season. As you can see by our results throughout the season here, you know, we have RMIT and Monash, top 2 towards the end there, UNSW on the fringes in that 3rd place, with Adelaide lagging just behind it, 4th there, and then UOM and USID tied up 5th and 6th to take at least 1 win each. So I think even if some teams like UOM, USID, Adelaide's University to an extent had more strugglesome seasons, at least they managed to get themselves on the board. And I think they should definitely be commended for that. And I think that, as I said, every team has been a lot more competitive this season. And I think heading towards next season, they're probably going to go leaps and bounds, I'd say. But what do you think, Harry, based on the little stuff that you've seen here?
Well, I mean, just going off the round win, round losses, even for, you know, the Adelaide and the, you know, Uni of Melbourne teams that are sitting, you know, 4th, 5th respectively, and they've missed out on that sort of wins that they've probably chased. It's not a massive difference, especially University of Melbourne. I mean, 52 rounds wins, 58 lost, and they've only won 1 game. A lot of that, maybe you could just say, a bit unlucky, and, you know, that's what they'll probably take in the next season, where they'll have a bit more, you know, the games under their belt, and the team might be a bit more cohesed together, and they have more of a chance to get those, you know, best of 1 series, because most of these are, I would assume, best of 1s for just the round robins and regular season. So you don't get as much of a chance to really lock in for games. And for the playoffs now, we're in those best of 3. So now, you know, you make a mistake on the first match, maybe you're able to take things back there. But, you know, overall, there's the, you know, as I said, I haven't been here in a while, but it's, you know, RMIT, UW New South Wales, Monash, those teams that have always been around that top 3, very much still there. And it's good to see that everyone else below them is continuing to make strides.
Yeah, that's right. Like I said, this season's been really close and competitive. I've been really impressed with a lot of the players that have been able to maneuver their way through. And I've really enjoyed the season so far with, I guess, just the connection to players, you know, being able to get their perspective after their matches. It's been fantastic. But speaking of players, let's take a look at our teams for this evening here. We've got UNSW taking on USID. It's going to be Synixia, Chandler, V-Shifts, Agent, and Flame for UNSW here. And on the USID side, it's Nimby, Leafa, Park Rain, Molotovs, and Rosie V. Gaze. Now, one thing I'm noticing already here, Harry, is that 2 players across both teams both have heat-related usernames or aliases. You know, we got Flame and we got Molotovs, but who's going to be able to bring the most heat in this match? That's what I'm wondering.
Well, that's what we're going to be able to see, because, I mean, this is the Battle of the Bridge, as it comes down to. You got the 2 Sydney-based schools going up against each other. It should be, well, hopefully a bit of a clash with that. And that's what just makes bragging rights even more. You're chasing that 3rd, and you also get to put yourself above the other university in the Sydney-based area. As you know, well, we're better at Counter-Strike than you, and they can always take that with them, at least into the next season. And looking at both too, I mean, you got Flame, the Molotovs, Leafers, quite a good one. I've got to say, none of these names I do actually recognise from past ones, but we've had, of course, changes with series and whatnot, and it has been a while for myself, but looking forward to seeing what these 10 individuals can do this evening, and hopefully it's put together a nice best of 3.
That's right. I reckon we've got the makings of a nice best of 3 here for our Open Series 3rd and 4th place matchup. I think I recognise at least some of them. You know, we've seen Park Rain in the Elite Series. I think we've seen Agent as well in some iterations in the Elite Series there. So we do have some scope over them. I think more recently we've seen Park Rain. I think Park Rain's a really great player to have on your roster. You know, I think we've even interviewed them before, to be honest. And yeah, in terms of just being an in-game leader, bringing up your team's morale and spirit, Park Rain is definitely someone you can rely on. I think that they're pretty well switched on, and I think they definitely do a great job at just keeping everyone focused up, being able to achieve their objectives to the best of their abilities there. I think is, yeah, great to have them. But speaking of Agent, going to be great to draw on that experience as well here for UNSW. You know, there's definitely players you can rely on, but I think that the other players we haven't seen before are going to be able to prove themselves tonight. You know, I think it's a great little proving ground for them, and or to prove themselves to us to see what they're capable of. Because you never know, maybe next season we might see them in towards the Elite Series. Who knows? But we'll see how things go, Ari?
That we will, as we do come across as well to the vetoes. We've got, well, the best of 3 this evening. That means we do have the maps that will be coming up. They were there for just a second, but I'm sure they'll return very quickly for us. But what I remember, well, actually, one I already know that's not going to be there, Vertigo, which I have not seen at all. Since the new update to that map, even from everything across the board, from like A tier to down in, you know, you got your university leagues, even maybe lower than that. I just never see the map picked. Has gone very much out of favor. You can see it banned there, but as we look at the vetoes, Anubis and Mirage, our first 2 to kick it off, and Dust 2 will be our third if we do go all the way in this best of 3. And I'd have to say that seems to be the mix at the moment. Anubis, Mirage seem to be pretty common. And Dust 2 just tends to be left over. Ever since it's come back in, there's been a few teams that have taken it under their wing, but it's sort of just remained that third one where it doesn't feel like a lot of teams have put massive time into it, but there's enough there. And, you know, it's Dust 2. There's not been the huge changes there. Like there's the bit in mid that got updated, and that's about it, really. So, you know, everyone knows it. You go out long, you go through tunnels, wherever you want to go for it. But Anubis, Matthew, first one off the rank there, Uni of New South Wales taking that one. How do we think that might play out?
Well, I think it's going to be a pretty higgledy-piggledy map, to be honest with you. I think that there's definitely opportunities for the teams to play very puggish. I think having a bit of structure there definitely will give you an advantage, you know, to go a bit leaps and bounds towards positivity in that sense. But I don't know. I think it's really going to be a momentum-based map for either side here. I'm not really sure who's going to be able to come out on top. I think it's definitely, like I've been talking about, good proving ground for them. But only time will tell in that respect. And I guess talking about the staple maps now, like you were alluding towards earlier, you know, definitely can agree with you there. Dust 2 kind of being left by the wayside. Vertigo falling out of favor. And I guess teams maybe might be more hesitant to take out Dust 2 as more of their first or second map mainstay picks, because who knows, maybe it'll get phased out again. You know, it's happened once, it could by all means happen all over again. They phase it out in favor of something like Cache or something like that, you know. You never know.
Yeah, bring back a train, you know, maybe rework an old cobblestone. That's something that was, I mean, you
know, it would be a fun competition, Harry. If they just had all those maps that were just phased out and they just played them, and that's the tournament.
That actually wouldn't be too bad. I'd be down just to watch that one. Call-outs might be a little bit rusty, at least for them, but I mean, honestly, I do miss their Chicken Coop. MoTV providing a very nice clip of that one from way back in the day when NA Pugs used to be broadcast everywhere for the eyes to see on Twitch. But yeah, no, like I'd love to see a cobble or a train come back. But, you know, at the moment, because it's like everyone's always talking about Mirage probably needs to get updated again at some point, like really redone there. You said about Cache, which I believe, and what people have said and heard, and from the actual map creator, I think is Pone that does the Cache.
Yeah,
one.
FM Pone.
So I remember him saying that he's been working on a new one for CS2, because there was, of course, the original. They did the remake, which didn't do that well because of those performance issues, and some of the changes just didn't sit well with a lot of people. So, I mean, I'm sure they've taken that into regard when they've gone back and doing this one for CS2, and that may come out. Again, I'd love to see Train or Cobblestone as well. Train, I don't think anyone ever knew what they were doing in any competitive match I played on that, but it was always fantastic to watch because it was just, you'd go out, if you're going at A, it's just absolute chaos. And it's pretty much the same with B as well. But, 2 maps we'd love to see back there. But, well, for the time being, we stick with what we've got here. Anubis, of course, has become a pretty big mainstay. Teams tend to, there's always someone who's got set for it. Mirage is just, everyone knows Mirage. Kind of the same with Dust too. I was hoping for a Nuke, actually, because I've been enjoying watching Nuke lately. Definitely not as CT side as I feel as it used to be. I mean,
yeah,
still is. But Anubis, I don't know. I feel like this one, as you said, a bit more puggy. Could go either way for this one here.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you there, Harry. I think it certainly could go either way, and I'm really curious to see, I guess, which way it is going to go in the end there. And, talking about old maps and their call-outs and stuff, it really just makes me reminisce on the good old days on Train, where you could have, like, someone flashing out Pop Dog, going crazy through A main, just absolutely going wild on an A site. But I think my last memory of an official, right, on Train was when they had that random AWP glitch, and there would just be an AWP floating in the sky. I think I've got a screenshot of that on my profile, to be honest. But yeah, that was my last memory of Train. So maybe that's why they phased it out, Harry, because there's flying guns just growing wings, and just flying around the map like Harry Potter on a broom playing Quidditch or something. I don't know.
Possibly. I don't remember that one. The one I remember with Trade that was a whole lot of trouble was the pigeons that were out towards. I think that was like long side A. And the pigeons would actually pick players up if you stood them correctly, and then you just get above the map, which was a bit more game breaking. And I remember they fixed that up, and sure they'd fixed it up. There was a sign they replaced where the pigeons were, which just said was no birds. We love those little glitches. Not great for competitive play, but always good for a bit of a laugh.
For sure, always good for a bit of a laugh there, and hopefully, we get a few more laughs like that coming out into the future of this wonderful game that is CS. I think, got a lot of fun on the horizon, and I can't wait to see what's in store here. But obviously, still just waiting to see when we'll get into this one. Hopefully, everything should be A-OK momentarily here. Hopefully, our players are able to get themselves back into gear. I think there's a lot of time for them to pump themselves up for the matchup here. I think our observers tucked into bed, having a great time on a Thursday evening.
I heard he was on holiday, but he still made the time to come in and do a bit of production for us, which we always do love. Shout out to Mr. TwoTapTony, because he's usually between the casting, production. He loves doing both, honestly. He's all over it.
He's double dipping. He's in the best of both worlds, mate. Love to see it. Love to see it. But, big shout out to Tony. We did have him on the other week, actually. But who knows? Maybe we'll see him again one day. Maybe not. We'll see. But for now, our game should be getting underway pretty momentarily here. Anubis map 1, and then more maps to follow there. I'm keen to see what the second set of videos is going to look like, to be honest. Whether we see pretty much the exact same map, and everyone just comes out screaming, and having a wonderful time, or whether everything's going to be just calm, just A-OK, straight out the gates, just having a good time. We are in the videos, and we're keen to see.
Absolutely. I mean, calmness and CS, especially when it comes to the Uni series. I mean, it's always the same like that. It's all very calm.
Yeah.
The games themselves play out incredibly normally. Like, there's never any ridiculous things happening that you would not see. Just like S tier side of stuff there.
Yeah,
it's all the same. I mean, and this look, all of the Aussie teams getting ready for this one. I mean, can't wait. Like, it's nice actually to be back doing the CS casting, because we've got a big lineup, at least the rest of the finals here for AEL Uni, ASL Challenger Leagues in finals, the majors coming. The RMR qualifiers for the major are coming up. Lots of stuff going on, so it's actually nice to be back just around it, because I've been keeping up at the very least. I don't know about yourself, Matthew, if you've been watching any other CS in your free time at all at the moment.
Here and there I like to dabble, especially when there's a major tournament coming up or anything there around that. definitely like to at least keep up to date on, I guess, the stat lines there. You know, even if I don't have time to watch a full game or a full series, or if it's on late, maybe I'll watch it in bed or something. But definitely good to at least keep up on the stat lines, see how the players are going, you know, see the new up-and-comers, see players like Donk doing well, or, yeah, other international sensations like HazDaddySlim. You know, there's just a lot of good stuff, but, nah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see,
I'd
see
say
how things
Mr.
go.
Flamboyant's probably more international than I am at the moment. He's gone to, he's over in the UK. He's gone to the UK on what is
Yeah,
a
the
holiday. Land over there. I can't remember which goes. Which way? Sounds like a blast. He's gone more international than any of us. Actually, going overseas for a CS cast. UK wouldn't have been my pick of the places to go, but hey, you got to go have fun with it over there.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, man. And speaking of doing what you got to do, TwoTapTony obviously on vacation at the moment. I'm picturing him observing from a beach right now. Has a pina colada in hand, and he's ready to go absolutely crazy. You know, it's absolutely go what? You know what? Maybe Tony's actually observing from Baywatch. Maybe that's it, Harry.
Could be.
You know,
All I know is he's definitely enjoying himself.
Having a good time. Shout out to me Goreng on the beach.
Yeah, some big going on the sun's setting because you know daylight savings now, so everything will be coming together there. It would look beautiful. You know? Nice bowl of mee goreng noodles, and you're just watching the beautiful sunset go.
Give me some mee goreng. That's all I'm saying.
Mate, you're gonna have to pop. You're gonna have to pop down to all the participating, you know, shops, which I'm pretty sure is most mee goreng. I was at Woolies earlier. I should have grabbed myself some. Perfect to have on broadcast. Would have had some in the break.
The original. Right. I almost was tempted to grab the new green packet the other week, but
oh, there's a new green packet.
The original, yeah, there is. It's veggie soup or something, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to think about that again. But yes, but the original always pulls me in. And that's what happened that time too. So maybe I'll try the new green packet now sometime sooner or later. But we'll see.
I've always been a sucker for the spicy noodles.
Oh, hot and spicy.
Hot and spicy. Oh, look, I'm a sucker for
a good packet, mate.
Look, anything chili wise, just a big fan of. It's always the best ones overall, I reckon. And well, we've had a delay, we've had our chats, we've been blabbering on, but Mr. Matt C, Mr. Matthew, we are here, our first map of the evening on Anubis, University of New South Wales with this one. They'll start on the CT side, University of Sydney on the T side. Let's get this one rolling.
Yeah, let's get the ball rolling. Straight here into the game now. T's going to be congregating through towards the water. They've got one player to deal with just outside the main area there, just waiting on their toes. Their teammates good to wrap through mid, though. Should be able to support them if the T's try and burst in. I like the smoke setup here, but looks like the T's are just going to push straight through it. Great shots from Agent and Flame there, just wiping things up for themselves. The T's aren't able to work together at all. Bomb is down. It's just a massacre, Harry.
Oh, I've missed Aussie CS. That was fantastic. What was it? Smoke down, send two rushing out with a flash that hit one of your own players, and then send out one more person just to see if you can get anything. In the end, nothing comes of fruition there for University of Sydney, and Shifts tapping down almost the last one. Oh, Mr. Park Rain. He's got Rain in his name. Perhaps he'll put through some of that phase man's bit of skill here as they look to try and get maybe a couple more. They're handing across kills here, University of New South Wales. What have they done here? What is going on right now? It's all come back to a 2v2. Oh, what on earth is that? How? That's a 5v2. You just need to fight to get... Why are you peeking?
Yes.
What was that?
Yes. Yeah. That just happened, Harry, and mate, this is only the beginning. And we are going to be getting into round 2 right now. We got the T's looking to hold water towards that A site there. A few outside B as well. CT's just stuck on the pistols this time. We'll see if they are going to be able to steal a kill or two back in their favour. Definitely could prove problematic. But only time will tell here. As they look to stick things out. Still holding back. Good shot from Nimby there. Nimble on their feet. Park Rain taking defeat on their enemies. Only one remaining now in Agent. And they aren't going to be caught just yet. They're quite the distance away.
Yeah, just a deagle in hands. Any kills are just a nicety, unless someone decides to drop over an AK if they go searching too far into CT. But you'd imagine University of Sydney aren't really going to be picking that one. Oh, Park Rain. Nice little swing on out with the P250. Finishes off the round. And University of Sydney will take a 2-0 lead for this one here in New South Wales. Well, they will get their first buy-in M4 A1Ss across the board, except for Senexio, who's got the M4 A4 and then the limited utility as well. So this is a bit of a danger round for them, because you drop this, all of a sudden you give University of Sydney 3-0 buffer. They can start to work on that pretty quickly. You'd have to go eco next round, and considering how things are sitting, Park Rain and Mac 10 in hand, tries to go for a quick kill there. Senexio though shuts it down. So nice little opener for you of New South Wales. University of Sydney still plenty of util and plenty of time left in this round here.
Plenty of time left in the round. Plenty of time left for them to hit the ground. And we'll see if they are going to be able to run it back now. Senexia just stuck in the connector there. Good re-smoke as well. Bide their time a little longer. Ooh, might get face-to-face in a second. Leafer. Very keen to get cracking here. Does have the molly, so they can displace Senexia if they need to. Their teammates are making strides towards that A site, though. If they can get that shot on a V-shifts, it would be great, but they got a teammate next to them, which could prove to be a thorn in their side. Just going to have to hold back before they glide into it, though. Speaking of, however, the shot's already coming out. Good trades coming out left, right, and center here, down to the 3v3. Side control not fully in their grasp just yet, though. And they've got 37 seconds.
They did actually have control of the A site. They just didn't know it. And the retake from Chandler, he's just rotated back over there and he's going to be put down. So in the end, Sydney, they've actually managed to bring this one into a 3v2 in their favour. Nimby's low. They would bomb down. Agent, spot they want a little peek out. They can double swing this one for an easy kill here. At least the one. They will get that. And now it's all left onto Flame. Rotating in now. Tries to go through the smoke. And as Leafer's falling away back towards main, hits it. And it is that worst case scenario for Uni of New South Wales. They drop the first 3 rounds and now back onto just some slight pistol upgrades they'll try and save for the full buy there. University of Sydney. This is perfect for them, Matthew. Couple of players with some good cash. They've got the 3 rounds on the board. And considering how this one started from a down 2v5 in the pistol, they'd be pretty happy with this one is at the moment.
Yeah, they'd be feeling pretty good, wouldn't they? But we'll see if they can keep it that way. CTs are rushing out right now. Great overwhelm there. Park Rain going to be able to drain out another kill, though. Looking for a second. It's not going to find them just yet. They've got their teammates prepared, though. Oh, my word. Park Rain is down. The CTs are locking in right now, stealing the weapons off their backs. Luckily, the Ts are able to keep themselves intact into a 2v2, but the bomb's down, favoring the CTs at the moment. Nimby, oh, the timing could be... Oh, surely they must have seen the pixel there. Maybe, maybe not. Still, you can feel that tension.
Well, this would be the most Australian thing ever. You lose... You do all the hard work to get the 3-0, put them back onto pistols, and then lose to a couple of P250s and 5.7s, but look at Chandler. He's in such a good spot here. There's no way... Roslug, he's not going to have any time to react to that. Now Nimby has to try and get this one back for University of Sydney. This has gone incredibly wrong for them. We'll be able to retrieve the bomb at the very least, 40 seconds, but as he's trying to quick rotate across here, he's going to have no idea that Agent's out here, and it really will come down to timing. Agent can just hide away for this one here. You'll hear the footsteps making their way in. Surely Nimby should have him dead to rights. He does look towards it. The Uni of New South Wales, well, I'll take that every single day of the week with nothing into that round. They come out with a win there.
They sure do. At long last, managed to take away the win. 1-3 on the scoreboard. UNSW locked in now. See if they are going to be able to maintain a course here and keep up pace. Otherwise, are going to be in a world of wonder, trying to clear a bit more space, but we'll see how they manage to maneuver themselves. Agent still stuck out mid there. Rosie v Gaze just holding back. Good shots from Park Rain to start. Traded immediately though. Flame on track. Leafer going to be able to get another one through. Maintain that player advantage. Maintain course here. That could be a smooth course towards that A site. Their teammates are starting to regroup over towards it through water there. We'll see if they are going to manage to push this further. They've still got Agent to deal with, holding that close angle. They're still jiggling the entrance though. And that could be really big, playing for information there at least. Because then their teammate can rotate over. Chandler try and help them on the side. But ultimately, they might just concede it. It looks like they are. And the T's are going to have free reign here to do whatever they please.
Yeah, well, Chandler's hearing it now. He's going to be the only person that's maybe going to be able to stop anything. The bomb should go down. He will actually get that nice one to Leafer, so that should bring the rest of his teammates rotating back round. And Chandler with another one there, so he's done his job. As the others make their way over now. Leafer's back in position on that side, 2v3. The spray transfer across from Nimby doesn't quite connect, but now he's left in a 1v1. Orb shot miss from Flame. You got to hit those ones. And Molotovs gets it done. And Uni of Sydney... I'll hit it straight back there. So they grabbed their fourth, and well, in New South Wales, credit to Chandler because it did look like they'd sort of given up that round. Agent rotating because of just the time that had gone between Uni of Sydney getting that killer rounds towards B and the one in the main side of A, and they got together in the rotate. They basically got a free sight. Almost all fell apart on the retake, but 4-1. Sitting pretty right now, and another opportunity to break Uni of New South Wales. Well, I was going to say break them. They basically have two players with M401Ss and everyone else stuck on some upgraded pistols.
Yeah, it's not the prettiest picture, is it, Harry? See if they are going to be able to change their course, though, change their fate. Leafer, good spot there for you, Sid. Does get drained back, not able to be traded as yet. Molotov still just holding back here, putting a molly down for their team. Try and fall back off this one. Perhaps towards that B site. They do have Nimby taking point, entering in through main already. Might get caught by Flame though. They've got the rifle trying to stifle their efforts. Speaking of, they have succeeded. Down to a 2v5 already. We thought the CT economy was looking a bit disparaged, but no, they have managed to recover. Keep themselves intact here. Even continuing that trend. One more player is all that remains. Park Rain doing a good job so far, finding the single orb kill, but if they get flanked here, it's all going to be over. Speaking of, they've managed to get another kill in the bank there. They're just doing it all on their own. Okay, Park Rain. They do go down in the end, though. Oh, the nature of this game, Harry, you know, I thought it could have happened.
What on earth was that last orb shot he hit? I mean, hey, fair credit to him. Again, how on earth do they end up in that situation? I mean, they lose the opener over towards A. Mac 10 drop, fair enough, but you're going in towards the A side, or the B side, the re-rotate down through water into the connector side. They probably rushed it a bit too much because they had plenty of utility to set everything up and they just went incredibly quick. But really no reason. They needed at least a trade there. They didn't get it. And, well, as we saw there, I mean, Park Rain, he's hitting shots and you can do all you can in a 1v5 with an AWP, but it's always going to be difficult. And now, well, I was talking about how Uni of New South Wales looked like they were about to be broken there, but now they've done that to University of Sydney. All of a sudden, just on a couple of pistols, the Tech 9s, but, well, as we've seen so far, Matthew, it doesn't really, it probably prefers that you have pistols up against all these rifles, although Leafer trying to take an AWP down towards water with a Glock, maybe pushing it there.
Yeah, push it to the limit. We're just getting started. And let's see if they are... Oh, that timing! So unlucky for V-Shifts. I thought maybe they had a chance to react there as well, but no. Park Rain is the one to save the day here. Great molly as well, keeping them out of sight. Those ones above them. Oh, they are going to be taken out, though. Wiped out in the blink of an eye. You said it looked good, but UNSW looked greater. And they now close the gap between them. One round is all they need in order to tie things up here. Definitely cutting it close at this point, but we'll see if they are going to be able to manage it, because we've seen crazier things happen on pistol rounds, especially in a game like this.
Yeah, so if you're Uni of New South Wales, you've just shown University of Sydney what you do after losing initial player against pistols. You just sort of pull back in the angles, you've got the superior guns, and they'll probably show it here again as Chandler and also Nexia, 1, 2, 3 have already fallen. And some unfortunate times to reload and change weapons. Doesn't involve any of the CTs dying, and now the nades all fly in towards that B main area. Just Park Rain and Molotov's left, making Molotov with 8 HP. And now it might be gifted a kill, and he will. As Chandler jumps into their loving arms. And Matthew, we're tied, 4 apiece after 8.
4 to 4, give me some more, Harry. That's exactly what we want to be seeing here. Round after round coming on to the board. And let's see if we are going to be able to supply ourselves with a few more. It's even Stevens now in the economic game. We've got UCID on rifles. Pretty good amount of util as well. Not everybody getting a slice of that pie, though. Could be a problem, but they've at least got enough to get onto sites. I like this boost coming. Unfortunately for them, no one's there to greet them with open arms, but the CTs are opting in for semi-close angles, like one's already up towards main on the A site there. They're holding pretty close in connector, but ultimately they have given the Ts a lot of freedom here, and this could be dangerous for them, because if they get too close and lose one, like Flame here, for example, there we go, that's a great opening, and now they've lost another. They've got a lot of map control that they can capitalize on this.
With so much pressure on Ancient, and you've got to hope that Shifts can hold towards main. He does, so that's the big hold they needed, and they do it well on the A side. And just when University of Sydney looked like they'd cracked the code, they try get that run through mid, but balls away from them. Agent is low. Molotovs doesn't stand a chance against that one. He's up to 12. University of Sydney with 5 now. And after a rocky start, they've recovered nicely here, their map pick, and especially on Anubis, where you would probably say it's a bit more T-sided when it comes to these games here. Again, going to get some more puggy style. Sort of just be thrown up everywhere, but now, again, the University of Sydney, this is the 3rd time in 4 rounds. They've got just some Tech 9s, P250. There's a utility for it. You imagine it's going to be just a really quick play onto this A side if it does go through, which they'll have the numbers ready for it there, but the quick rotates means there's going to be 3 basically waiting as they break their way into the site. Starts to keep moving in here, Shifts the spray down on the first. The second's not there. Boone's alive. Ancient or Agent. He's going to get Nimby and a second as well, but Park Rain also grabbed one. Does have that M4A4. Problem is, Matt, is that bomb is left on the site.
That's right, bomb down on the site. Not ready to say goodnight yet. There's still plenty of time for our Ts here, but the CTs have it locked down, and now even more so, taking one out. Park Rain tries to play around the smoke. They're taking a bit more damage, though. Flame could be the one to be their executioner as they try and get them down with suppressive fire, and just like that, their desire will be ignited. UNSW takes 6. The only hope now for UCID is that they lock in, take it 6 for 6 and tie things up at the halfway point. Otherwise, if UNSW take even one more round, they will be securing the lead towards the halfway point. By how many rounds, though? Yet to be decided. And let's get into this next one now. T-side still had enough money to pick up 4 rifles and a pretty good amount of utility, honestly. But we'll see if they can manage to get themselves onto a site with great success here. Big nade towards Chandler, not doing too much damage. Ooh, speaking of damage, Flame caught off guard there by that angle, not actually spotting the T or reacting in time. This is a good opening towards mid. They do have Agent to take their place, though. Nimby trying to hold this one. Might be able to catch Agent here, but if they miss that one shot, it's going to be all over Red Rover. And now things slow, almost to a halt.
You can see Leafers trying to make their way through connector side, hoping to maybe catch one of them off guard there. Oz is the one that gets Shifts over towards, that's on the other side there, so Agent should have Nimby dead at the very least. Brings it back to the 4v3, and Agent, that is beautiful stuff there. Aggressors in towards middle, now 3v3. They've got one close on the side here. Leafer's got to get down on the second as well. The damage had been done, and now Agent is called here into a 1v2. He's found the first bomb has been planted. And now Agent, he's got 19 kills so far, looking for number 20. Other guys, open hand, just the 3 kills, and maybe going back the other side as Agent. All right, don't mind this, but I think he's been heard in the shot. Oh, trying to be masked as he's jumping down in towards water. Hits the initial. Oh, Roz, you got to hit this one here, mate. The AWP needs to come through, and it does. University of Sydney. Oh, they had Agent doing all the work against them, but they do come through with the round number 5. 6-5 after 11 as we come into the last round here of the first half.
6-5. I'm feeling alive. One more round is all they need in order to tie things up here for you, Sid. And same can be said for UNSW in order to maintain that lead there, maintain course. They'll need one round as well. But they already swell ahead. 2 kills down. 3 more to possibly follow. They're not going to wallow in it though. You Sid need to collect themselves, figure out their options, otherwise they could be in for a world of trouble here. Smoked out, but they don't care. Great timing. Leafa gets 1 kill back. Still 2 more CTs to worry about though. Flash goes out. They know where both players are now, playing around the pillar, but Rosie V Gaze is on the other side of the map. They can't do anything about them, but they can do something about their mid player. Maybe not though, because UNSW struggle ahead and take control. And wow, just look at that kill spread there, Harry. 20 kills for Agent, 13 for Park Rain. I'm seeing a clear trend here for some of our players we've seen in the Elite Series before for some reason.
It's funny that. Who would have picked it, that the Elite Series players might actually be enjoying themselves here on the open side of things. It really does boggle the mind how these things all come together. But, you know, well, Agent has been the difference maker for Indomie so far. 20-6, 80 of 153. On the other side, Park Rain, well, he was a house on fire when this thing was first started. He's 13-10 now. As the University of Sydney have just struggled with these last few rounds. His kills have become stagnant. That can be said for the whole team here. They need to get off to a decent start here on the CT side. And, well, if they've learned anything from their counterparts and they get into a 5v2, don't go all swinging in one by one. Try and fight together. That does come to fruition. But here we go. First round of the second half. I'll start with the T's. Just, sitting out for some defaults. Seeing if there's any CT aggression, but across the board, everyone's just staying still.
Yeah, headed through to a standstill here. See if they can stick it out for a second longer. Good timing, though. Park Rain going to be able to spot them there. Gonna hold back here. Good shots coming out there. Keen to see if they can manage to drain them out a little more here. Synixia creeps up to it. Nice trade coming out. Favouring the CTs for now. Not for too long, though. Tie things up again. Bomb now on its way to being planted for the retake situation here. Agent, though, very keen or not keen enough. They will be shut down. Another to follow. You said doing a great job here. They've still got Flame to worry about. Flame is cooking, getting all the kills right now. Nimby, last player standing. Surely they can make this work. Surely you think. And they will. You said, struggle as they might, they win the fight.
Oh, dear. Well, almost a 1v3 from Flame there. Just couldn't quite pull it off. And you said, as you said, they do get that pistol round. They've won both. They'll start to work into this New South Wales boys lead here. 7-6. And, well, they actually will force into this one. Probably not a bad idea considering you got bomb plant. You killed basically everyone. You've got enough cash to throw around. And, well, this could always work 2 ways. The T's, they get this round here. All of a sudden, CTs, they put everything into this themselves. Money goes into the bin. The same can be said for the T's if they can't convert through this side as well. They'll be chasing a bomb plant, at the very least. And Park Rain is chasing more kills. We're saying that he just gotten a bit slower towards the end of that first half, but He's found that first one over towards the B side. He started to rotate around to mid, which means Nimby's the only one, and he's down towards connector here, hanging around pillar as well. Unity of New South Wales, Matt. It's set up here. 3 players hanging around, but Nimby, that is a nice time on the smoke there. Just delay a little for him. And with Agent going down to mid, they might be stuck for the B line, but it's actually pushing them away here.
Yeah, has managed to push them away for a second here, but whether they're going to be able to carry that through towards the end is going to be another question entirely. Ooh, good spot. Leafer getting a bit too keen, though. Does get punished. Good trade out for the M4 there. CT still struggling around the corner, though. Nice timing from Molotovs. Trades it back, up by 1 for now. T's time is ticking, and they managed to force their way in. Oh my gosh, 2v2 situation now. And the bomb is down. Are they going to be able to take this one back, Harry?
Oh, the problem was Nimby coming from that side. And just with Senexia, he had his attention turned back towards main. And Molotovs punishes him for it. So, Unity of New South Wales, they do get that bomb plant. But again, here's another round lost. We're tied at 7-7. This time, they're not going to go as much in. Still give themselves some deagles for this round. Maybe a little bit of utility around that. So, it'll be round number 16 for them. We'll be looking for that major bite. Versus Sydney now. They've got the AWP out, the M4s across the board. Chance to get themselves back the lead. They've also got to be careful because they were rocking and rolling in that first half. And then they lost to a bunch of pistols. That time it was some 5.7s and some P250s and Eagles. Even harder this time. And oh, especially when you do that. What was I just saying, fellas? Chandler goes bang, bang. The site over on A is completely smashed open. And they're going to basically get rolled out in this round. They've got to run, save these guns if they can. They're being chased down for them. But again, Unity of New South Wales, the pistols, they just go ballistic on them.
Go absolutely haywire here, doing amazing work with the pistols, and probably going to be able to secure this round with great success. Like the CTs are forced to just save things out here, latibulate and keep that AWP and the M4, the armor, and the util into the next round instead. At least they've got a pretty decent split there. I don't know if they're necessarily going to be able to buy into the next round, but for now, they at least have additional weapons to their arsenal. Oh my gosh, Flame got dropped there. Absolutely wiped off the map.
Yeah,
so nice consolation prize, eh?
His ACL there just got absolutely turned into mincemeat. Some good. He's not going to be walking anytime soon, at least on that leg, but at least they save those weapons. But in New South Wales, that is the perfect round for them. Because look at it now, they've got the extra cash. You've already got the 3 bomb plants, even though you lost the other 2 rounds. Plenty of util. You get all those weapons across there, and you don't have to buy it for 2 of them as well. 2 M401Ss, rest on AKs. But still, these couple of rifles that can do a bit of work, and I was trying to get something done there, and I actually don't mind this. Nimby, this little boost up in the... Well, it was trying to be put together around that pillar. Doesn't come to fruition. Chandler knocks him down. I'll at least keep that M4A1S, but... I start here if you need New South Wales, and another one there as Park Rain falls.
Park Rain falls, and maybe more to follow. Down on to the 3 versus 5 situation now. T's got their eyes set towards that A site, where there only will be Molotovs with the USP to deal with them. Perhaps Rosie v's Gaze as well could join in. Perhaps make an impact for them, but it looks like this time they are just going to stick it out. Try and stay away, keep the M4 and the AK into the next round instead, and just live to fight another day. So fair enough, trying to hold themselves together, maintain that economy, but as a result of this, UNSW now going to be ahead by 2 rounds, and already setting the foundation up to take control of a few more from there. Really just figuring out exactly how to dismantle, you said, player by player.
And the money they'll start to gather as well. And they'll go hunting here. I mean, they may as well, because you knock these players out here, they've got completely nothing into next round. You wouldn't have thought the rifle's out of fire much, and Rosem goes, nah, he's not gone. He's actually, well, he is gone. Not have a chance to hit anything there. Leafer thought about going in for a fight, but thinks better of it. Does save that M4A1S. And, so this is the thing now. Like, they can realistically buy around this. But then this is where that AWP would have been such a massive difference maker, because you've got players pushing past it a bit. I mean, everyone's up. Well, I was going to say they're all going to be around that 2,000. But in the end, it's a full buy-in, and it doesn't have too much around. I mean, there's the two M4A1Ss there, and they've got a little bit of util, but they drop this all of a sudden in New South Wales. You basically are giving them 7 to 11 at this point, and a really nice opportunity for them to try and lock away their map pick and agent. Finding that first one onto Rosagaze, and now Crane's just hoping to try and do something through this smoke. Eagle out, he comes through, finds the first agent, does shut it down. With Shifts finding another there onto Molotovs. They should have this round in the books, Matt, but a couple players low. Won't rule out the UCID boys just yet, although that one might just about confirm it.
Could be on track for it there, Harry. It's only going to be down to Nimby now. Just trying to hold in the water underneath mid there. See if they can keep themselves alive. Maybe a little bit longer, but we'll see if they can manage here for 45 more seconds without getting hunted down. I think that could prove to be just a little bit strugglesome. Maybe not, though. Found a kill back. Oh, good timing there. They got away from that AWP. That could have been disastrous for them. But they're going to maintain course a little longer.
That's that rifle. They want to grab that one, and they will. But now it becomes survival. And surprisingly, I don't think any of the New South Wales lads are going to go searching for this one. So I'll just be able to survive with it. So that's something to take in the next round, but that's basically going to be everything you can imagine. Loss bonus, get most above 2,000. Park Rain does have an amount to put in. He might just drop a few extra pistols for his teammates, but yeah, this becomes a hard one for them. Unless they force in again, I don't know about this, because then you're basically giving up 12, but it's sort of like damned if you do, damned if you don't, Matt, because they don't want to just give up these rounds, but they're just in such an awful financial situation now.
Yeah, and they really need to figure a way out of it, because otherwise they're going to be in for a world of trouble just continuously. You know, it's going to be literally no end. But we'll see what they can manage to do here. So we do head into the next sector now. Nimby could be on track for a good peak here. Flame just holding towards mid, does have their teammates Anexia. Creeping up nice and close to connector now. Timing could be big here, especially if they peak sooner rather than later. Trade-off already happening here. Anexia getting ready, their teammate going up close to main there. They can work off one another here, just have to figure out which one to go for first, and Synixia are going to be able to land the first blow, falling into the site now, get their teammates there, and quick. Agent's got the bomb, and they are so ready to turn things up here. CT's revealed themselves by shooting through that smoke as well, so it's all going from bad to worse, but speaking of, Flame's gone.
Oh,
and teammates
what
are
is happening?
I don't know what to say about that.
What just happened?
Yes. It's like the player disconnection coming through there.
And then just also, whoever it was that just ran through the smoke with the pop flash, which actually proved fruitful. Yeah, that ended up being a bit of a round. And unfortunate, in New South Wales, University of Sydney, though, that is, you know, it's one of those, you take them. Because now, they've all of a sudden, they've got the rifles, they've got the util they were chasing. Flame has returned after that unfortunate disconnection, because I think he was still in the round, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, because they had player advantage, they did everything right, and then you lose a player and just lose all the aim jewels after that from a post play. Very bizarre way to drop around, but makes things a little more interesting, I guess, for the broader broader aspect of this map now. 10-8. The New South Wales boys respond immediately and get this one back because, Matt, they've got the cash, but, give another one back. Uni of Sydney, all of a sudden, they're only around behind. Things get interesting, and, not bad. The nade trying to give that pop, and it was given there. Seeing the players before him, but unfortunately not able to get that kill, and they might be punished for it. Next year finds one. Mark Rain will get that trade back and needs the second. Just switching weapons. And unfortunately, that might be the round-defining kill. The B site now completely open.
Open for business. They are ready to go, and we'll see if they are going to be able to get going here. 2 versus 4 situation. The CTs are holding back towards CT spawn and the mid connector there. See if they can find someone, catch them off guard, perhaps. No one giving themselves up. It's already a 1-for-1 trade there. And now following suit for more. So, UNSW on track, taking round 11 in their favor. All they need is 2 more in order to win map 1 of this series here. And eager to see how things shape up. Both teams have definitely had a slice of the pie in terms of momentum so far. And let's see if they've got it here.
As you can see, the force coming out again. Sydney boys, it's just rough situation. In fact, no, they did sell those ones back just before they put them through, as Chandler finding that first. But Leifer at least get a trade back on the shift. So that's happened mostly over towards the A site, and knowing that there's a lot coming out through that A main area does mean there was only one on site to try and hold them off. Nimby falls as Flame finds Molotovs. Leifer and Parker Lane left in a 2v4. They should get away with the AK at the very least. Smartly knocked over, unless they want to take a battle here, and now that weapon might not be so long for this world. Well, it's the conga line through water, and they're all chasing this one man here, Matthew.
One man, one mission to keep their gun into what could be the last round of the half here. Last round of the map, but we'll see if this man, the Rain Man, Park Rain, can keep themselves alive here. They are just going to be holding back for the moment. Waiting to see if they can keep their gun and or hold out for some enemies here. So far they haven't spotted anybody. So that's going to be a solid outcome at least for Park Rain. But in saying that, they have to win every single round going forward. Otherwise, could be a problematic time ahead of them. Because they're only going to be down by 4 rounds right now. So definitely something to consider here. But speaking of considerations, we are going to be getting into the round. Synixia, great start, traded by Leifer, and more to follow.
Nimby taking this fight over towards B main and going down. This guys has to be so careful here. It's the only one left on the side. It's been pushed as well down the connector side and be put away, and that's the site broken open. And now Leifer and Molotov is going to be left in a 2v3 to try and keep this map one going. Molotov's is going to be going the long way around through middle in towards Palace, and now, this main side. Chandler having some aim practice with Leifer. Finishes that one off, and now it is all left to Molotov's. 15 kills. Needs to make that 18 if he's got any chance here to try and take this to map number 1. Well, we did keep this map number 1 going. It doesn't happen. 13-8. Indian New South Wales, their map pick is secured. It wasn't done in the most proficient way, considering how things were going early on, Matthew. But in the end, they crack in pretty nicely. Take a 1-0 lead.
That's right. Take a 1-0 lead, doing a great job to kick off here, and keen to see what map number 2 entails right after this break. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series. Matsy and HazDaddySlim coming to you live here, straight hot off the press, at a map 1. And what an incredible map it was.
Yeah, highlights across the board. Plays that were both entertaining and interesting in their own right. And, well, as it came out of it, University of New South Wales, they take their map pick over on enormous 13-8. There were some struggles, but once they got onto their T side, they seemed like they were pretty locked in. Managed to get themselves rolling from there. And, not bad 13-away considering they lost both pistols as well. So the gun rounds, when they came together, they were definitely locked in. And now they're looking to try and take this series out in a 2-0 fashion as we get ready for our second map, which, Matthew, well, if you want to tell us what it is, if you remember, of course, drum roll, what our second map might be here.
If you remember.
I remember. Do you remember?
I'll tell you what it is. If you really want to know, Harry. Do you want to know?
I'd love to know. I'm sure everyone else
does.
It's going to
be none other than Caesar Mirage.
Everyone's favourite. I don't think anyone has complained about this map, especially lately. It's just an absolute classic. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I know we were talking earlier about maps, and this one needed a read, but I don't think it actually needs to be redone. They put a picnic table. Oh no, they put a chair, a big, long, wide picnic-style chair, out in mid to get into windows. So honestly, I don't think they really need to do anything else.
No, I think they're okay. You get on the chair, have a barbie, have a nice ice-cold water, and get into the wonderful game of CS. But Chandler, gonna be the one getting into CS right now, looking to hold it back. Oh, shot! It's decapitation time on the CT side here. They are keen to get red hot into the map. Nimby responds back. It's been headshots all round so far. Another one could yet follow again. There it is. 3v2 situation now. The T's looking to approach up high, down low. Too slow. Let's see how they flow into it, though. So they are creeping up towards the kitchen now, ready for a meal. And that meal is a dead CT if they can find it.
This kill might not be... Oh, well, I was going to say that bomb going down. Look, they can't lose a 2v5 again, because that's what this was. If you're single swing, why are you taking 1v1 fights? You can stay them. There you go. You've got each other together. Oh, Jesus. Okay, Shifts is there to clean it up. And University of New South Wales, they win their first pistol. Again, they made it incredibly difficult for themselves in a 5v2 position. But they do get the job done. 2 kills each for Shifts and Chandler. And unfortunately for the Sydney-siders, they're both Sydney-siders, but the one that actually says Sydney in abbreviated in their name. Matthew, they are stuck on a couple of upgraded pistols with no bomb plant. Not the start they want on their map here as they're trying to keep this series alive.
That's it, not the start that they want, but it's the start that they're going to have to deal with. We'll see if they are going to be able to stay locked in, though. Try and take a bit more control. Strolling through towards the other side of things. Nimby going to be able to get the opener this time. Great shot with their pistol. Trading out 1-for-1. V-Shifts now taking control again, though. Good shots with the submachine guns there. Build up a little bit of extra cash flow for themselves. But speaking of cash flow, the T's looking to build up a bit more of that themselves here. See if they can manage to delve in, get a bomb player down perhaps. I don't know if that fate is necessarily going to find itself towards them, however. Oh, good shot from Rosie. Not going to be able to get it this time, though. Still, one more remained, and they will be drained out. So, for losing one player, the CT's doing a pretty darn good job at keeping themselves posted and alive as long as they can.
Yep, no bomb plant there for the University of Sydney fellas. They'll get the buy into this round, though. AKs across the board. Does mean the utility is going to be pretty low. So you can imagine this is going to be mostly a one and done towards a site wherever they want to take this one. They've got the one smoke that'll head in towards window in that sniper's nest in mid. There's a bit of a bonus round here. The Uni of New South Wales lads and Park Rain. Getting that first kill. It's an excess. That's it. One they're looking for there. Agent's forward. Chandler also around with him. They've got one towards chairs, put down towards half, but Leaf against Chandler. Agent needs to get this one at least to keep them interested in this round. 2v4 now, though. Oh, actually, I make that a 4v1. Shifts is the only one remaining. And with an MP9, no kit. Bit of utility, though. I don't think they're going to be getting much done here. So, bomb should go down. And this will be a first round here for University of Sydney. It shifts. Well, Matthew, he could try and get himself an AK if one of the T's want to drop it across the room, but most likely he'll be put away here.
There it is.
There we go.
Locked down, and it is going to be USyd taking their first round. Amazing stuff. They managed to recover, rise from the ashes here, and keen for many more of their clashes. As they have quite the road ahead of them here, but speaking of road ahead, it is UNSW to spread their economy into this one. Picking up the AWP, the M4, they've got plenty of that as a matter of fact, and util for days. Are they going to be able to hold on to their economy for this long though? Well, that's yet to be seen. But the T side already doing a good job at getting a significant amount of damage onto Flame there. They may yet find a bit more if they push past this smoke here. It's a dangerous time ahead, but not an impossible one. I like Agent's position here. Are they going to be aware of this, Harry?
Don't think so, but he does get away from that first nade and the boost on up. This is incredibly aggressive. Chandler with another kill there. Agent activates. He's only able to get one, and Nibby's got a double. Numbers sitting here with Uni of New South Wales. Chandler hits that AWP shot. Might find himself another 3K in the round. And Uni of New South, they will grab themselves a third there. And, well, it all started again at the fight towards B Apartments. It has been CTs all over that one so far. You can see Park Rain went searching early on and tried to, again, if you find that kill on the lurk, you get them sort of second guessing, but the moment they lose it, really puts a lot of pressure on the rest of the T's trying to push through mid. As a bit of an interesting buy for this one. You've still got the AKs on a few players, a little here and there, and they might just try a default on the A side. Something we haven't seen yet. Utility will start to make its way in. So next year, Matthew will be called for the first one, which he delivers.
Deliver, no return to sender, except for now though. Kills coming out in abundance in this one. They are keen as can be. And keen to see if they can find more. The bomb is on its way to the plant zone here, trying to see if they can zone something further out. Shots coming out, 1, 2. What more can you do? 2 more remain for the CTs. Good nade. Rosie sticking it out though. Trying to hold on for dear life. The CTs can look to overwhelm. They're already starting to get a bit of chip damage in there. Problematic. Oh, Rosie manages to bring it back though.
Yeah, that was the one problem they had there was, I think it was maybe Agent on the second one. One of them was low on the CT side, and oh, they just couldn't get it done there in the end. And well, with pretty limited utility, they make that quick play onto the A side. They got away with the plan as well. That was always the big factor, whether they were able to get that down. Managed to get it. And now they're going to continue. Again, a quicker one out through onto the A side this time. Not as much utility going down early. And they think they've cleared everything unders here, but they have left Flamed alone. I would imagine they'll still check it again. They do. Leafer grabs Flame, Park Rain on the channel. Now it's just Agent shifts. We're not much to talk about here when it comes to utility, weaponry, really anything. Probably the spot there in CT. Shifts, though. At least find one. Now he's the only one that remains as he hangs around CT towards these boxes here. The P250, though, doing a bit of work at second. He's taking some rifles out of the hands and forcing a rebuy. But we're tied. 3 apiece now after 6. Nice response here from University of Sydney.
Yeah, really impressed of how they've managed to bring themselves back into this one, Harry. 3 for 3 now. You know, there was a convincing start in the beginning there, but they've definitely made their efforts known and shown exactly which way they want to go with this series. So keen to see what else they can bring in their bag of tricks here. Certainly going to be quite a lot of fun ahead, I reckon, but yet to be seen. Everything left to say and everything to do, but it's a good start from both sides, pulling through 1 for 1 thus far. Still got to do a bit more than that though, and very keen to see if they can deliver in a second here. As they just remain stagnant. V shifts on a good angle to hold down mid there. Certainly can look to bring this one back in a second if the T's look to press up, but they're not shying away from clearing their angles either for the moment.
Parker got that initial kill in towards apartments. The shift starts walking forward, but Nimby gets that earlier entry there. Chandler down below, though, grabs himself one, and that was the bomb as well. So that's just put a bit of an awkward spot. They've just got to pause trying to get onto the side here. So next he gets Molotovs, and now they need to get this one coming through here. Nice flash from Rover Gaze, but he still manages to get hold down there. And it's all left on Talifa. Flame gets that final kill. And that bomb, oh, well, the man who had the bomb on his back dropping just as they was about to hit that full execute on the A site. They had the switch coming through. Absolutely put tatters to that plan, and New South Wales respond. They get that round. The Sydney boys, yet again, Matt, it's an interesting buy, to say the least.
Yes, very interesting, Mr. Harry. Very interesting indeed, but let's see how they speed ahead into this one. You know, they've got, I guess, a couple of AKs there. Well, maybe that's all they're going to have in a second. We'll find out, though. Don't speak too soon.
Oof.
Now going to hold back. Good spot coming out towards the van there. Haven't been disparaged yet. Good reactions from Leafa, keeping themselves in the game, locked in here, but they still have so much work to do, so much more to see here, Harry.
That's such a big damage round for them, though, at least to the T side of things, because they came in with 2 AKs, and really, everyone else is just on a couple of pistols, so Synexia, he might be pushed there and connector, but they're just hanging around the bottom mid, top mid, starting to actually get themselves up in towards short leap with that kill, and as Synexia tries to swing out to see if he can find something from there. He's greeted with 3 Ts looking directly at him. And again, the force buy for them, it's working wonders. And again, back to 4-4. New South Wales, the buy won't be there. And considering the loss bonus is pretty low, they might just, you know what? They've decided we're just going to do silly stuff as well. Who needs full buys? Let's just do these half buys with a couple of rifles, because whoever has that just seems to win the round.
Yeah, they just seem to have a lucky charm, don't they? A bit of a rabbit's foot. Taking control there, but I like this boost here. These shifts on top of the box. Smoke coming out. Ooh, if they're lucky, they might just catch someone close by. Ooh, they know. They so know. They've already got the opening kill there. Holding back. Still don't have the visibility. The players creeping up, but the CTs are ready for it. Are prepared. Still going to be able to respond back just yet. Oh, maybe they will now, though. These ships very close to a kill. They might even spill the blood of another one here. Chandler, good for it, and the rest follow through. Great shots from UNSW. The plant does go down, but the round is theirs.
What did I say? Full buys be damned. It's just, you know, do that. Just do a half buy with a FAMAS and an M4A1S, MP9, and a few pistols around it. You don't need full whip. And now, we'll see on the other side here, University of Sydney will do the exact same what we saw in that one. Well, a little bit better at least. They had a few players that have a bit more cash, but you'd still need to be quite low. But at least they've got rifles. Almost all AKs, 1 Galil. This one is just going back and forth for these last few rounds, and it really is which team's money dies for these last 3 rounds here of the half, because if it's University of Sydney, this could get a little bit treacherous for them. All of a sudden, you know, you were getting this one back from 3-0. Could be down 8-4. This time around, a little bit slower. Still haven't really seen the AWP that's come out on the CT side due to lack of funds. They're still throwing themselves up ahead. It's a dry fight up into top mid. Rozzy will take that one there, and now 5v3. So the immediate clap back from the T's. There's now the rest of the CTs here for Union New South Wales. Work to do. He just runs through a smoke. Of course he does. And now it's just Chandler. He's that was like a jump scare because I didn't realize he was shot. He just appeared in the T's vision.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare, huh?
Yeah, they go, "Ow!" They're like, sound. I'm pretty sure it's the sound they make.
I like the imitation there. I'm sure it was very close to that, Harry.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure spot on. Bar for bar.
Alright, you've nailed it. Just like that filter. You know, we have to hit the do re mi fa sol. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not bad actually. Appreciate that.
Ooh, shot!
And we always appreciate a one dig like that, Agent. God damn. Oh, I thought there was a second coming. Not quite. So 4v3. And, well, I mean, they can hit the B side here. There is a shifts waiting, lurking down below, but B250, I don't think much is going to come from that. Famous last words, of course. He's hearing all these footsteps. And, oh, the keys flash almost working against them. But Chandler now. All that's remaining. Round to be done as University of Sydney retake the lead. We come to the last round of the first half. Another close first half.
Yeah, another one on its way through here. We could even wallow in another one up thereafter, Harry, but we'll have to wait and see before we get a slice of that by A, but who knows what's going to be its way through in a second here. Still, plenty more to see, plenty more to do for that matter. We are in the thick of it towards mid there. Will this aggression pay off? That's going to be the big question. Are they going to be able to compose themselves here? They hold back for a second. A bit of fire to cut off unders at least. Confidence, I think they caught them there. Double molly come through as a matter of fact, and they will lose one. So Park Rain back on that orb again. Great job draining the kill out, but they've still got more to do. Well, they're certainly doing it. Park Rain opens up the B site right now. Only one player standing in market here, so it's almost open season on this B site.
Yeah, Flame's not going to contest this at the moment, so that is the B site cracked open. It's the worst one as well if you're the CTs, because it's such a hard one to get back into, and especially when you lose your AWP. There was at least a little bit of damage done by Flame, but Park Rain, when he's just got everyone walking into his line of sight, makes things so much easier. Chandler jump peeking, and I think that might have been heard as well. Park Rain definitely does seem to feel like that's happened, because he's now made his way over towards looking at short. Nimby finds the last. University of Sydney, well, they have a 7-5 lead, which is what New South Wales had at the end of the first half over at Anubis. So they'll switch to the CT side, and this one pretty well balanced here, Matt.
Yeah, it's a well-oiled machine, isn't it? Certainly doing a good job so far, and keen to see what else they can do as well, Harry. So far, so good, but never say never. Still got a lot more cooking up, a lot more to do, but we are back into the pistol round now. 7-5, favouring you, Sid. Will it be able to stay that way, though? That's the big question. UNSW might have an incredible T-side ahead of them. May yet take this one 2-0, but never say never. Anyone can win this one. And get into it. Rosie taking heaps of damage with their teammates, just mopped there. A grand start, but Park Rain looks to drain out some kills as well. Not before getting traded out, though. Problems rising for our CTs here.
All the damage done, and now, well, I was going to say, Rosie, only having that 13 HP makes it so much more difficult. Leafer does stay alive at least for that one there. That gives himself the opportunity, and now knows there are at least one or two before him does some more damage. There's a chance if he's just going to hit the heads. Oh, they're there for him. It's left in a 1v1 now. Chandler very low, dancing back and forth. Needs to get this kill now. Oh my God.
Oh, time.
Leafer's got the kill. I don't think there's time, though. He's got no kill. Oh boy.
This is CS.
This is CS. This is what we love to see.
Oh, we love it. What a round. And UNSW are going to be chuffed at that result there. Taking control, strolling into a 7-6 scoreline. They are back. They are so back. But are they going to be able to stay back? That's the big question here as we get into round of 14 now. Let's see what else they are going to be able to cook up here. Plenty on the horizon, plenty more to do. Chandler pulling through with an amazing crispy headshot there. They've got another enemy waiting for them in underpass. The T's looking to take advantage, take point on this one already, though. There's the unders player, 2 to their name now. Might even be able to square this one up to even at 7-7 if they keep up like this. But, oh, this is looking a bit more problematic. Molly hitting its mark, but Molotov certainly was. Now, it's 2-4.
And this round pretty much done at this point. They've, well, I mean, the MP9. BkWhatOCE. There's a chance, you never know. Although getting tapped down to 10 HP does make things a little more difficult. The CTs, they've gone running. They've disappeared. They've given this one up. And we are going to be tied up at 7 apiece now. Maybe try and find some exits here if they do have the possibility. Spark round waiting around for this one. Yeah, might have Agent coming towards me. He is very low HP, and if he goes forward a bit too far here, he doesn't quite have the backup just yet. Flame's close. This one, but Agent locked in, finds that kill. And we are tied, Matthew. 7 apiece. And for University of Sydney, I mean, they can buy. It's going to be pretty interesting.
Interesting things happen, strange things happen when you're going around the twist here. And let's see how this round's going to play out. It's a very mixed bag buy to come through, to be honest with you. And keen to see if they can manage to compose themselves to keep themselves alive here. In for a world of problems. Speaking of the problems, just a beginning, Mr. Harold, as they are going to be able to get a kill through there. The team's already tracking towards the site. They don't clear under palace. Oh, Park Rain is burning, and he yearns for a kill, as they will get many a kill to their name here. 3 versus 2 situation, but the T's are on B.
Yeah, somehow they've still managed to take the B side, but it's not as straightforward as I would have hoped for now. 3v2, and the problem, unfortunately, University of Sydney, is they don't have the kits, but they might want to go for this one, but the next year finally leave for it. And maybe you just hold on to these rifles at this point. The time's already ticked past a fair way, and I think that'll be the idea here. They're not going to try and challenge this one, but they at least make it expensive on the rebuys for Uni of New South Wales. They'll tuck tail, take at least those nice 2 rifles in the next round. They have extra cash. Maybe you can throw someone across an AWP if you have that opportunity. But the New South Wales lads, they have retaken the lead once again. Back and forth we do go. Now 8-7. As we look at that University of Sydney buy, it's going to be coming together here. And yes, that AWP is out there for Park Rain.
Sure is. Ready for the taking here, Mr. Harry, and ready. Pack a punch. Heading into this next round now. Get a seat. They aren't going to be able to do what they came to do. Kill who they came to kill. Heading into this one now. They are holding back for the second. There. Get even more control into this one, but still early days yet. It's not over till it's over. And see, they are going to be able to find it now. Flame holding the smoke there. Park Rain could find the first, but no, it's Agent. Welcome back again.
So now so much pressure. He's tucked in towards that jungle area, but he's done with. He did at least get one, and Agent swings around on towards Nimby. Leafa is up and above there and does find one on balcony. Molotovs is left in a 1v3, and they have not had a map so far that they'd be too keen to revisit at the moment. 3 and 9 would need to double their kills here if they want to try and get this first CT round on the board. It's now been 4 in a row. The Uni of New South Wales, the nade is perfect, and so is the spray to follow. Shifts finds the last kill. 9-7 now. And it's back to the drawing board for the CTs.
Back to the drawing board there, back to questioning how they can approach this one going forward, because now UNSW are on the cusp of taking double digits here, heading towards the 10-round mark. Certainly could be problematic for USID here, especially if they can take control of that one. But already, USID start strong there. Great beginning from Park Rain. They desperately need to bring that kind of energy all the way through to the end, though. We'll see if they are going to be able to do it, as they're just sticking it out into the default split for the moment. The T's, they're not giving themselves up as yet.
Shift's playing that lurk over towards the B site. That'll get some player movements going over there, and it does mean it just takes attention away from the lurkers over at A as they want to set up here, and Flame might just go out dry, and he gets Leafer. And now there's just the man on stairs, and that is Molotov's. Speaking about how he hasn't had a game so far, he desperately would need to get at least one here to try and stop this one down. Finds himself one, make it two, delivers in spades. And now it's all on Agent. Does have the bomb on his back. 50 seconds left on the clock, so can re-rotate this one to B. And I think he's just gotten away with that one. Nimby might have spotted him. But if he goes quickly here, the side is open. Nimby will be there to try and stop it over towards short, but there's the opportunity for this one if he can get it down. Nimby now getting the information across. Or he might have to wait for his teammates. Doesn't need to do that as all. As jumping on out, he's put down. Is the man of Agent. We are now 9-8. University of Sydney finally cracked through. Grab themselves their first DT round of the half.
Let's see if they can manage to do a bit more with it as well. USID looking to track well here, but they want to stay consistent. They're going to have to really work ahead. That work already being put in. Sinixia, though, going to be the one to take the reward. Although they did take a lot of damage alongside their teammate Agent. I'm surprised that Park Rain lived that long, to be honest with you. But they do live. And the T's looking to get onto that A site now. Park Rain, 18 kills and many dreams. And that dream will now be furthered on its way to coming true here, as it's all going to be up to V-Shift, 1 versus 3 situation.
So I don't think the CTs went all the way into top mids. They don't know that the bomb was up there, so they're expecting this last one to be around A. Switch across as well to an AK. Shifts does have plenty of time, and now it's got these CTs just second guessing where this one might still end up. You can see this pick out through mid, though. We'll confirm that one for Nimby. The flash across. Shifts will fall back. Molotov to close off. Connect. Just misses. Now I know his positioning, and if he's going to continue through on this one, it's going to be incredibly difficult here. The smoke to cover. Not sure how much that's going to completely go over there. The spam through, though. Still holding on the other side, and Park Rain delivers through another. Well, Matthew, you asked how he lived. We're still not sure, but he's stayed alive, and he's ended up with a 4K in the round. And once again, we're tied.
Yeah, tied up and ready for action, eh, Harry? But let's see who's going to be able to find the action. Heading in to the next sector here. Doing whatever they can to keep this game going. Oh, I am oh so keen to see exactly which way it's going to be flowing. 9 for 9, though. I'm feeling fine, and I am oh so ready for all the rounds ahead of us, Mr. Slim. But let's see who can manage to take it. Heading into this next one.
Bit of a shame that Nate didn't quite hit, and the flash is the utility. They don't have much of it, but it's worked wonders, and that is the B-side pretty much run over. Oh, dear Lord. Nothing into that round but Tech 9s, and, well, the B-rush, sometimes it just always is what you're looking for, and in New South Wales, after winning 4 rounds in a row, they dropped the next couple. Just when you think the Sydney fellas have managed to put together everything they need, they've read them, they've broken the economy, they've got the cash, they've got the weapon advantage, it all slips away.
It all slips away within the blink of an eye, hey, Harry? But, let's see if they can manage to bring it back. Just a second here. They are going to hold it out, take control of that bomb, 9-10. Well done, UNSW, but there's still at least 3 more rounds ahead of them, provided they win every single round in a row here. Otherwise, there could be a few less rounds ahead of them. Heading in to round number 20 now. We've got a few upgraded rifles and the AWP on our T side. Same, I suppose, can be said of our CTs as well. Just here to util, just in case any situation occurs here. Yeah, I can respect that, but they are going to be going up towards the ramp at the moment. He's clearing their backs. Leaper's already spotted them, trying to hit them, but does take a slither of damage. Let's see if they can find a bit more, but UNSW found it all right now, destroying them in court. And let's see if they are going to be able to do more. There it is. Team kill. They spill all the blood. The court is filled with blood right now, Harry. And it's all in favor of UNSW.
That it is. I did think that was a very quick reaction for the CT that was on stairs, and then I looked up to the top right and realised, oh, no, Flames just provided some...
Kill.
A classic team kill. We always love to see it. And maybe with that round done, well, it should be giving you across map and match points for this series, but as we've seen with pistols so far, it isn't always that, well, how can we put this? It's not all black and white. Although the nades that kill off Roz there, yeah, it's pretty black and white. And probably all he saw was the white of the nade as it hit him. And now, there's Molotovs with an M4A1S. He's on the A side, so that one rifle that may stand in the way of this rush here, can it do anything of use? Because it needs to go ballistic, because everyone else doesn't have anything. Park Rain, though, might 7 the switch across. Molotovs grabs one. He's staying alive around triple, but will eventually fall. And now Nimby's left at a 1v3. Shifts, I would have thought had him dead to rights, but now he's got an AK. One around triple again. The piece of utility, you pull that out, and Chandler's low. Oh, this is not the position you want to get into. And then Flame switches across the York. There's an opportunity. He hits the shot here. They're both really low. Oh, no! You can't be throwing this one here. Nimby now. A 1v2 clutch. It's almost there. Runs out of bullets. A 5-7. No! Oh, no! They got it oh so close. The fact that it even got to that point, I've got no idea. But it wasn't easy. Again, it was against pistols. We'd have got a full buy, but hey, they got the 12, and it's 3 map and series points.
Incredible efforts coming out from UNSW right now. All they need is one more round if they want to take control of this one here, Harry. And they're already facing some difficulties heading towards that, as they've already lost a player. Maybe could be on track too if they aren't careful here, Harry, but we'll see what fate has in store for them. They are just going to be holding back for the moment, waiting to see what's to come here.
You never really want to bring up the dreaded OT, but
not again.
If they can hold this one out, I mean, you get the 10-12. In New South Wales next round, they're not going to have probably not a massive buy. I mean, Flames got the 6,000 and Agent does, and the loss bonus there will knock them up a few. So if you get a couple of drops, but then it's sort of that risk is if you put everything into that next round, all of a sudden you lose that, then you're playing in round 24 with nothing. But I've just got to secure this one first at University of Sydney, and when you have Park Rain falling, that makes things very difficult. As now 3 players running the other side. Chandler's just done all the work over towards the A side. There's still the players in numbers waiting on this one here. Agent, oh my lord, what a shot! And now he's put himself in a 1v1 situation to decide the series here and now. Molotov's creeping on over 7 kills, needs to deliver. He hasn't been able to do much so far, and he's going away. He picks this one from Age. He's looking the wrong way, and he won't find it. And University of New South Wales get the job done, 13-9. Agent with a 1v3 to finish it off, and they take the series 2-0.
Wow. Just great stuff coming through, honestly, from UNSW there. Like, I thought maybe we might even make our way towards a third map there, you know? I thought definitely we could have seen UCID bring it back, but no. UNSW do manage to deliver in all the cylinders there, and very keen to see what else is to come. But we'll see what else is going to be in store heading into the later stages right after this break. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series. We had an incredible start to the evening. Great Open Series matchup there. Congratulations to the victor. But for now, we are going to be getting into the Elite Series. 3rd to 4th place matchup here, Harry. But before we get into it, we've got to shout out some of our favorites. It is AGON by AOC, the gaming monitor partner who provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. And don't forget about them. I'm hungry, you're hungry, I know how to fix it. It's Indomie, the noodle partner. Made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie me goring will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. We love Indomie. And I gotta say, Harry, I'm keen to maybe have a bowl of some Indomie after this next series. Because, you know, these series, they're taking a lot of energy out of the players, out of us. And I think we might need to indulge in some Indomie together.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about that?
I think that I very much like that idea, Matthew. So maybe that's something we'll have a dinner date after this for that. But,
that's right. Indomie and chill. Sounds good to me.
An absolute classic as time itself. But before we do that, we do have to focus on our 3rd place match. It's the University of Melbourne and Monash, the two teams to try and battle it out to, well, basically take away bragging rights before, of course, next week, the RMIT Uni of New South Wales Grand Final. But looking at this 3rd place matchup and how these teams got here, Matthew, well, it was unfortunate, I guess, for the Monash lads who had already progressed through to the semi-final. They had that extra week off, but they just weren't a match for Uni of New South Wales in the end, dropping that one. So they'd be very keen to try and grab this one back tonight up against the University of Melbourne squad. Got past the Adelaide boys, but fell to the RMIT squad, which, to be fair, I don't think anyone would say that is a bad result, because the RMIT, the strength on that team, it has been for quite a number of years. They're very hard to overcome. But looking at these ones, how do we think this one might be falling in place this evening?
Look, I think that there's definitely going to be some favour, and I guess wind in the sails towards Monash, because as we've seen, and their results throughout the season are a testament to their efforts, right? Because Monash managed to finish out in 2nd place at the conclusion of the regular season before the playoffs here. And it goes to show, like, UNSW, they finished 3rd. They weren't 2nd. But they did manage to claw their way up. But Monash, they have made leaps and bounds in order to place the way that they've placed this season. It goes to show how things have progressed all through the season. But speaking of the season, let's take a look at our rosters. Here for this matchup here, we got UOM, Monash, so let's go through them. We got GG's, Luke, Jun, Hua, and 952. We've seen them before, we're seeing them again. They are going to be representing UOM this time, and for Monash, we have 5+1, Zach Joe, Mob, Justin, QCCCC. We love them. And they are going to be doing a great job tonight. I am absolutely certain of that. But players to watch out for. Well, I'll tell you, Harry. It's probably going to be all of them. No, I'd say players to watch for this one. Luke, possibly Fwa, and or possibly GG to ZZZZZ on the UOM side. But for Monash, I think we should watch out for Mob, Justin, and possibly 5+1 as some players to watch there. However, that's not to say the others can't perform. I think that they definitely can perform, and I reckon they're going to be making a statement here this evening. But Harry, what are your thoughts on our rosters?
Yeah, no, I think they're pretty strong for both sides. The Monash, at least, I do recognise a couple of those players, so it's good to see they're still hanging around their university teams. I mean, looking at these ones here, and, you know, the feeling is for tonight, we want a best of 3 to maybe go all the way, because so far it's been 2-0s across the board. But with how close these two to each other overall. I feel like Monash might have that little bit extra over University of Melbourne, but it's nothing that's that enormous that you would be with any, I would say, real. I'm trying to think of the word I was going for. Nope, it's just gone past me. But
Just slipped
put
away.
it in the Monash shot. What's I'm trying to think of actually just completely. It was right in the side of my head, or maybe it was in the back of my head. It was right there.
It's in there somewhere.
It's lost. It's been lost to time itself. But I do believe that these two sides will go all the way tonight. We go all the 3 maps, which we'll be getting to shortly, and having a look at the vetoes. In fact, when I say shortly, I mean right now, as we have a look down below us. And, well, guess what, guys? We're going back to Mirage and Anubis, but in a little change and a little twist. Mirage is first, Anubis to follow, and Inferno will be our decider for map number 3 if we go all the way there.
That's right. We flipped the script a little bit there, Harry. We got Mirage, Anubis, and Inferno on that side of things over there. So definitely keen to see how this one plays out. I got to say, Inferno, it's probably my favorite map, or one of my favorite maps out of the map pool, to be honest. I think it's just because it's a classic map and it's just consistent, you know. I don't feel like there's much that you can really change about Inferno. I think that it plays really smooth. That if the teams are switched on, know what they're doing, they can manage to maneuver it very effectively there. It's just a great map, all in all. And yeah, I'm very happy to see that Anubis could potentially be our closer here this evening. But we'll see how things play out into the future. See how things play out into this one as well. I'm very keen to kick off on Mirage. You know, we've seen it at the end of the last series. We're going to see it all over again. We just love Mirage. And keen to see how we barge into this one heading forward as well. And, you know, I'm thinking about it, Harry. It wouldn't be a stretch to say maybe if they switched maps out in the future, maybe they just switch out Mirage randomly. Because, you know, it happened to Dust 2 in the past, right? Maybe they just randomly switch out Mirage and keep Vertigo. No.
Yeah, I mean, look.
God, who knows, man?
Vertigo has definitely fallen off the face of the earth recently with the changes, and I don't know if it'll be making that big comeback. Because, I mean, you think of Vertigo, the amount of changes it went through. I thought that they finally actually got to a decent point where everything seemed to be a bit more calm. Everyone sort of knew how the map was working. You know, not to say that it was completely, you know, just flat. Everyone knew everything perfect about it. But it was a solid viewing experience. And it's funny how just a few small changes sort of just throw everything up in the air, change it all. And it's just like that. But, you know, you look at the ones that at least could come back in. At least for the other side. We talked about Train. We talked about Cash Cobblestone. What do we bring back? A season? Or, you know, FM Pone, Tuscan.
Yeah.
I think, is it Thera? I know FM Pone had another map that got thrown out there. Mr. BK in the background said Italy, Hostage, which I don't mind. Office, actually, come on. Let's get some Office back. Let's get some
we'll do a full day of Hostage maps, mate. We'll get Office, we'll get Italy, we'll get Assault. Mate, we will get it all. Gosh. Imagine that. You just throw back to some of the classic maps there. You know, we could be playing CS747 for that matter. God. Oh, imagine that.
The good old days, you know?
Yeah, mate. You know what? While we've got some time, what was the first CS that you played, Harry?
So first CS for me would have been when I was in the end of high school. Which it was bad. Year 11 and year 12 for me. A lot of CS on a school laptop, not a lot of studying, which is always very smart thing to do.
Which CS though, Harry?
No, just the CS:GO, because I never grew up with, let's say, a computer or much of like I still had technology, but when you come from a farming background like myself, from the middle of nowhere, you don't really play PC games. Also had the classic console stuff, PS3, PS2, Nintendo DS, honestly. Nintendo DS for road trips, especially when you're in the country. Absolute lifesaver and one of my favorite pieces there to use. So always enjoy that. And yeah, just overall, it's always a bit of fun for those ones. But yeah, so I was a bit late to it. I came in just when the rank I think the rank reset thing had just taken effect. So because it used to be you could very easily get to
global.
Yeah, you could very, very easily get there.
Yep.
I came in and I think I started at Gold Nova and then the rank reset and that was as high as I've ever gotten. I haven't got past Gold Nova.
Wow.
But to be fair, I probably played CS more for the fun, and I was also on a school laptop that was probably struggling to play the game as well. Surprisingly, who would have thought? Who would have thought that would happen? But what about yourself, Matthew? Where did your first CS experience come through?
Well, my first CS experience, I got to say, would be at a net cafe. My brother actually got me onto some 1.6 because he was an avid gun game player back in the day. So he got me onto some 1.6, said, hey, we'll get you onto this. And I was like, whoa, this is sick. Then I managed to save up some pocket money, and bought it for myself. And that was childhood right there, playing a lot of CS 1.6, playing Source, playing Gmod. You know, obviously it had the Source textures in there. So yeah, I've been through it all. You know, I've played Condition Zero, Source, 1.6, you name it. And it's crazy to think, right? In 1.6, people used to have like custom mods, right? You'd have like custom skins. You could have like tattoos on your arms or like custom gun skins and stuff. And it's crazy to think how like the skins and stuff, they originated there and or in Source for that matter. And now it's just taken a whole new level into like Go as well as CS2 and just transformed. Yeah, it's just incredible how they've managed to really transform the game over time. But I guess in the older iterations of CS, you know, like 1.6 and Source, even Go to an extent, you know, I feel like the modded game modes were a lot more prevalent. But speaking of game modes, we are in to the game right now. Monash and UOM are ready to fight here on a Mirage, and we are going to be barging into this one. Head first, it is time to rumble. Which team will rise? Which team will crumble? Let's see who is going to be able to start this Royal Rumble off, because the T's, they're taking it slow towards this site right now. Onto A, Util coming out in abundance. And the CTs might not be able to respond in time because some of them are pretty far away, but now they're getting a lot closer. And Harry, they've already struck.
Folks down and bullets raining out, and it's falling to the favour of the CTs here as all of a sudden it's just left on to GG. Too easy, and it's not too easy in this round. Monash wreaking havoc. 5+1 and QC doing the job there. They get that CT pistol on their favour, on their back. 1-0, and hello. What's Justin Gordon bought himself? Oh, come on, Justin. Have some fun. I saw that, Negev. You had it there. But he's very smartly, you know, the meta by an MP9. But good start there for Monash University of Melbourne. They don't have much to work with this round. No bomb plants, so it'll just be hide away. Maybe you'll get a couple of pistols that fall in your favour. No, none of that. Well, everyone's dying.
Yeah.
We're not exactly getting a POV of anything, but we do have a lovely view here of at least QC. An M4A1S there looked very lovely. And a knife as well. Was it flip?
Flip knife?
I was going to say blue gem, but that's not a... No.
I used to have one of those.
I've never got a knife myself.
I'd call my default flip knife a flip knife fade. 0% fade. It was just the default flip knife.
That was the job. You go back to the servers that used to... You could just go into ones and they just had the skins ready to go load up.
Oh, mate, those were the best.
Yeah. Fortunately, you can't do those anymore.
Yeah.
What shuts down? Saxer, well, he's shutting down the initial push onto this A side with the first kill there. 9.2 comes through with that one, and it will be Jun to follow up there with a second. But Justin QC, the spray control, almost getting the second down as well, but massive damage. Bomb plant is trying to go down here, and Jun will get away with that one at the very least. But 5 HP, a lot of this is on towards Fire. In fact, it's all left to Fire now as he tries to make his way back and around in towards the boxes, around that ticket booth. Hope for a miracle. It's not coming. Monash off to a very quick 3-0 start here.
That's right, they're looking confident. I was speaking on them earlier before we got into the piece here as well. They've definitely put a lot of hard work in this season. And I think that them pressing into this one with confidence again is a testament to their efforts all through the season. And honestly, if they're keeping up like this, it really wouldn't surprise me. If we saw a flip of the switch, big change up, heading towards the next season as well, mate. But we'll see what's in store here, you know, never say never. Anything could be possible. Speaking of possibilities, though, they are going to be able to open up the account. A nice trade-off in mid there. Let's go, Tony. Let's see if we can find him here. They are holding back for a second. Just stuck out for a moment here.
Have we lost?
Hold their horses.
We lost Tony.
Well, I don't know.
We haven't been switching too much, but now there we go. Now it looks like, there we are. We've got some bits back together. And now 3v3. The chance for University of Melbourne to try and lock in their first one here. John at the top mid as well, going to delay as much as possible. In fact, he might just get all the kills with this one here. He's got 2, and it's still 5+1 having to deal with that. The nades and utility raining in. He might be able to finish him off finally, but he's actually managed to get away. And now the AWPer is left with, well, not much to do at all at this point. He's just going to try and hold on to that one if he can, or just hang around for that smoke there. 952 probably has him dead to rights. University of Melbourne should get this one done here as the smoke dissipates. The head is spotted, and the round is done. 3-1. Finally come through. And look, there's a free AWP lying on the ground as well.
That's it. 3-1. We are having fun. And we are going to be getting into a timeout here. UOM. Just looking to figure some things out there. I think maybe player disconnection, perhaps.
No, no, we wouldn't have one of those.
No.
Never happened before.
No.
Actually, no, I think I'm just might be. Oh, I was going to say it was tactical.
Well, while we've got a bit of time, Harry, I will say you were keen for a Negev earlier. If you are with us next week, RMIT are a very common place to bring out said Negev.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I do remember that. So they haven't changed that at all. There's still
no
fans.
No, they are large fans of the Negev. And they actually do pretty damn well with it, to be honest. Like, every time they use it, it does. Like, back in the day, I don't know if you remember, but when MBK accidentally bought it in official many years ago and actually tore up the server, it goes to show that you can put it to good use if you know what you're doing. You can definitely lock in and get some kills.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, was that before the update? When it was still like $5,000?
Yes, I think it was before the update.
So this was because I remember, like, because it was like gun he wouldn't. But the thing was, it cost $5,000 for a reason. There was very good, like, you would get a lot from it if you could put it to good use, as they say.
Oh yeah,
and it did. Mountains of work there. And oh well, that's not a weapon we see too much of either. But 5+1, the Dak out and 2 kills there. But 952 does equalise with a double himself. And now 3-2 as QC finds that one, and FW Fwap. He was slow walking out of main, hoping Zach Sao doesn't check it. He does. 952. Well, he's got 2 kills in the round. He's going to have to get what his middle number is of the name is 5, an ace. University of Melbourne want to get themselves a second round on the board here.
Well, we could be on track for it, Mr. Harry. You never know. We'll see what 952 can do, though. 1v3 clutch. It's a bit much to ask for, but not impossible here. We've seen a Dak of all things. Maybe we might see more. Oh! What a shot with the Dak there. Just annihilation with that one. Their head was wiped clean off. Great stuff coming out from our player there. And let's see if they can layer in a few more kills just like that one. Heading into these future rounds ahead of us as well, as we are going to be getting in round number 6 right now. Monash, locked and loaded, 4-1 for now, but we'll see if they are going to be able to keep that up heading into round 6. I like this strategy. It's very reminiscent of EU plays at the moment, to be honest, from UOM, where they're ecoed, but they buy around the rifle. You know, they keep that one rifle, Galil or AK. They have lost one so far, but with that Galil in hand, it might actually turn the tide for them. Well, maybe not.
Maybe
not,
quite.
Harry.
Oh, and the alligators come out as well. The XM delivering for Mob, and all of a sudden, John is the only one left alive here. The Eagle, the shots raining out, the damage being hit, the kills not connecting. Monash have quickly got themselves out to a nice little buffer here, 5-1. So you have an XM, you've got a Dak. It's it's some interesting weapons, and they're having a bit of fun with these ones, and so fun with it as well, because the extra cash you get from that XN to get in the right position, the Dak as well, as we saw, can just delete players in mid if they're not ready. So University of Melbourne, the buys back in. We've got so much extra things to think about here. What's up early? In towards A main. They've got 4 waiting there for this one, and only 1 on site for the CTs. GG, too easy. Making his way to the bottom of Connector, smoke in front of that, so could have an opportunity to sneak right through this. Justin is watching that one from the top of it, though. It's deep in there, but he'll have his attention turned away. The flash putting him on that side, but Zaxo, he's able to grab that first one. Damage done, not quite the kill. And with a second there for University of Melbourne, should have the A site a chance for a plant here.
Chance for a plant. Let's see if they are going to be able to scamper around and get it, though. Good shots coming out there, favouring our T side for the moment. Only by a slither, though, because they are low HP. Low to the ground as well, but see if they can surround themselves with positivity, get themselves locked in. Still, bomb not quite down yet, but that can very easily change if they just play their timings right here. Just got to hold themselves accountable. Lock in. Shots from QCCC. Maybe more to follow, but no, it's not meant to be. Will be our T-side taking control, strolling into it. That's another round in their favour.
Yeah, really starting to just take control of these ones here, these last few rounds. So University of Melbourne getting that one back helps, and oh, well, it is a Dak on both sides now. We have the weapon spreading its love to both teams, and maybe we'll see that come to fruition in mid, possibly. And well, Luke is the man that put it into the first one there. Justin falls. They get that initial pick. They can start to fall off there. It's a bit of a weird T-bar when you think about it. You've got an AWP and a Dak Mirage T side. Not what you'd usually see. So far, it's working.
It's working. It's working all right, Harry. But we'll see just how long it's going to work here. We could have a fair share of further issues coming down the line here. 5 players locked in for the T side, creeping towards this A site here. They do have 1 player under Palace playing close there. Another one in jungle as well. Util spilling out. GG's. They head towards that Joe. Nice molly there, forces them into place, but they are going to be able to trade it out 1 for 1 there. Still a CT to worry about close by. Bomb not going to go down there. They are going to be able to trade it with the Dak though. 1 player remains now in QCCC. Are they going to be able to save this round? M4 in hand. They've got a nade. That could take out Jun at least if they place it, but just waiting out the timing. Goodbye, 952 says hello, and they will be able to take a round back. 5-3 on the board right now. Getting a lot closer.
Yeah, they've not kept the Dak. They have dropped it. So no Daks. From 2-0 going into round number 9, and it'll be AKs, the AWP on 952. Good util across the board. Meanwhile, 2 Mag 7s or Swag 7s, depending on how you like to name those ones. An MP9, an M4A4, an M1S, a spread of weapons all across the board. 5+1, waiting close around that A main side there. And Justin was the one tucked down in low mid, and Swag 7 goes down. At least one of them was also towards main. Let's get 1 back at the very least, but University of Melbourne, they took big control. And now, Matthew, they are going to give it up. And it looks like they're going to re-rotate down into... Oh, I was about to say they're going to go back to spawn. Maybe. Oh, would this be here? send Foy up by himself to top mid.
Yes, they are going to be sending them back there for the moment, just holding out, waiting to see if they are going to be able to establish some further presence into this one. Well, they do manage to keep themselves under control here, but 4 versus 3 situation certainly can turn to lesser numbers in a second here. QCCC, Swag 7 holding close sight. Might be able to take 1 or 2 out, I'd say, but it's a plight of desperation, especially if the T's approach from this far away. By end, their teammate may not follow. Mob still alive, but only for a second there. Decent trade with the M4, but the round is looking to be claimed by UOM here. Zach Joe, last odd player standing. Good timing, waiting it out. Oh, not getting the kill though. They are going to be falling back here. Good damage on the GGs there. 4 HP and a dream, but I like how they aren't overzealous here. They realize the importance of saving the M4, especially towards the later stages of this half.
Yeah, smart one there. I mean, if he'd gotten that kill maybe onto GG, that could have given them the opportunity. Decides against it after not being able to confirm that one. Save that M4A1S because, I mean, for the next round, no one's really got the cash. 952 does have the cash, so him going down, not a big deal, but what's the AWP? You probably don't want to be reinvesting the 5,000, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Full buy will be out there for University of Melbourne. Have done well here. Monash got off to a flying start here, 5-1, but 3 rounds in a row for the T's, and most likely a 4th here considering Monash's buy. And they've just started to regain some control. And once again, Matt, we could be having another close first half. We've had them all, first series.
Another one.
Start one here, yeah. Just keeps happening.
Oh, it's happening all right. It's going down. And we are in it right now, everybody. 5v5 right now, but can very, very quickly and easily change before the blink of our eyes. And we'll see who's going to be locked in. Eyes on the prize into the rest of this one. We're going to be wide awake here, just like 5+1. Close one, but not this time. But we'll see. They are going to be able to deliver some more results. Shots go down by Zach Joe, and maybe more will flow in. UOM doing their very best. Valiant efforts coming through. All they need to do is take one more to even it up 5-5, and they will be thriving here. But they are still going to be holding back. Amazing decapitation from GG's there. QCCC, the last player standing with a mag 7. They're getting closer. The angle's looking good. But they might just make it great if the T's exit through connector here. They're thinking about it, but they're getting further and further away. QCC might have one opportunity, perhaps two, if they play their cards right. They've spotted one, getting into it. Oh, there it is. There's the trade, though. So the rounder will finally go down. 5-5, Harry. There it is.
We got it. We got that one we were chasing. The Swag 7 kill delivers. And with that extra cash from that kill, you can see Q4C got himself a lovely AWP. I'm going to throw that one over towards Justin. And now Monash, well, looked like they were in cruise control to start this one. Credit to University of Melbourne. They have put this one straight back onto the ball in court. 5-5 and 5+1. Trying to get aggressive in mid. He finds one. The AWP is just Justin's gone out by himself. All the CTs decide to go mid. It's a battle for the ages. And it's the CTs who come out on top as Jun GG2Z is left by himself here with Jun. Now it's just Jun. Left in a 1v3. Coming through lowers. Maybe catch one of these players by surprise.
Surprise! Eyes on the prize, but let's see who's going to be able to rise to the occasion now. Sticking it out for a second here. Looking to make their mark. Silence is golden for them at this point. Still look to hold back here. 1 versus 3 situation. Trying to see if they might be able to find something, but they're not going to find it anywhere. CTs win. They take this round for a spin, and that is going to be another one on the board for them. Their happy days ahead, and maybe more to come.
Yeah, well, Monash respond there. Retake the lead that they have held throughout this first map so far. There'll be a full buy for both teams into this final round of the first half here, and defaults around most of this one. I was going to say, though, Luke's got himself very quickly past main and ahead of that smoke, so there's a chance there. And then also the other side here, 5+1, he's already the way towards top mid. They've this aggression the previous round, so why not try it again? And they're not expecting that one close. He might even grab him this the second 9.52, though, just stays alive, grabs that kill. All back after throwing a little bit of utility. That nade almost landing on top of him. Stays alive, keeps it in the 4v4, and having that low HP player being the AWP is not the worst thing. John now falling onto the side, and Mob has to be careful. He gets the timing, though. Now can push back on, but the T's, Matt, they are spread all across. One going into apartments, one going up connector, one in A main, where there isn't actually anyone on the site, but Justin is deep in jungle here.
In the jungle, but Justin will put them to sleep tonight. And let's see if they are going to be able to find another kill just like it. Luke creeping up on Palace right now. The angle could be great. Justin still just holding for it. Patience paying dividends here. Both T's right around the corner from one another. 9.52 could be the one to go. Ooh, they've spotted the fort! Yes, they will get it! 1 versus 4 situation for Luke now. Can they deliver a bomb plan at least? Can they deliver another kill? They're trying their best, but they're pressed against the wall. They've been spotted out. They do get one back at the end of this half, though. So, it's not all for naught, but Monash are going to be up by 2. What a half it was.
Yeah, really just swings of momentum, as you can see from the rounds won there. It was all Monash early on. Uni of Melbourne bring it back to a 5-5, and then the last couple of rounds, Monash just resettled into that one there once they got their money back on their side, and that really has been the difference maker, is the cash on both ends. And maybe you think Monash pushed the bar a little bit when you went for a couple of cheeky different weapons, the XM, the DAC. I mean, to be fair, when they had them out those rounds, they actually did quite well, but the DAC, once it actually got dropped over University of Melbourne, I used it to quite a decent amount as they actually took a round with it. Now this T round here, a chance for them to get back out to a 3-round lead. And also, is that just me? Is that a new thing that they're starting to do sounds with the agents, the players, or am I just missing out on these ones because I've got things turned off? Who knows? But Jun, he's going to grab one, but it's the rest of the T's breaking in towards the side here. B is locked in. There's some players low. They'll get that bomb down, though. 3v3 now as Mob hitting the shots. One, almost the second. Knocking that one down to half. The USB picked up as Zach finds that one. And Fire needs to find headshots of his own. There's damage done. Almost the second as well. Would have loved that one there. And he's got to try and win this 1v3, but he doesn't know about Zach in the corner. Doesn't even get to that, though. Mob hits him through the wall. And that is 8-5. Monash, they grab both pistols and can now restart their, well, chance here, Matthew, to get that 4-round lead, and plus they had earlier on.
Yes. They can certainly look to make strides in that direction, and Harry, that has been a thing since CS2. The agents' characters making a bit of noise when they jump there. It is going to be a CS2 thing, so good to know. But we are going to be getting in to another round ahead of us now. 5v5 situation. T's ahead for now. And we are seeing the PP Bison come out on a majority of the players. You don't see that every day. And let's see how well it works out. They've already found a good amount of kills here, to be honest with you. Maybe more to follow. Whoa! They're not wallowing in it. Hello, but there's still more to do. Wow, what are you going to do here? Oh, locked out and loaded.
Oh, my God. They've actually got a chance in this round all of a sudden. Luke up close. Niggle! But Justin running it down, the PP Bison doing the work at the end. Shout out to Fire though, P250, almost with 3 kills there. Oh boy, that's why we love watching a bit of CS. So that's why we love those second round sort of half buy, no buys. You know, as we've seen so far tonight, full buys against pistols seems to be a real mind sort of numbing experience for the full buy sides. Like they just switch their brain off, like, these players can't hit that, and then they get rolled through because, you know, why not?
Why not, man? Why not? You know why not, though? We are to another sector of the funhouse here. Shots are coming out left, right, and center right now. And maybe more could follow up as well. Oh! Crisp, clean. 5+1, feeling me. Surely the Bison doesn't. Alright, the Bison will win the round. Amazing. They get the last kill with a Glock. Incredible stuff coming out there, but we'll see what round 16 will bring. Monash ahead by 5.
I mean, sure. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not have that happen? Entertaining, to say the very least. And they've still got 2 PP Bisons. Go again, lads. Get in there. Have some fun. Hot flash over the top of Heaven's side's not bad, but Justin with the AK. Wow, well, that's not a PP Bison doing work, though. Speaking of which, they get 2 kills there. 3v2. Now it's 5+1. He's running it up now, and it's the Scout versus the PP Bison. And it is on the other side. The nade finishing it off. And now, 5+1 is going to run it through, but he won't even get there in time. And Monash have said, all right, the first half, we let a few slip. Now we're going to put our foot on the accelerator and blink and you'll miss it 4 rounds in a row, just like that. And suddenly, they're 2 rounds away from a map 1 victory in University of Melbourne. Matt, they have they've barely blinked.
Yeah, blink and you'll miss a tight beat, huh? But we'll see what is going to be on its way through here. You know, to the next round, the Bisons are coming out. Yeah, you know what I love? Each team, when they're ahead, they've got their own little identity. Like RMIT, they've got the Negev.
Oh my...
Monash now have the PP Bison. Like, what's next, man?
I'm sorry, is he deaf? Like...
they're getting overwhelmed right now, Harry.
Was it that?
This is map 1, by the way.
The CTs had a full buy this round, right? They were a bit short in utility, but they have full weapons. Like, I'm not crazy.
There you go.
Yeah. Whose map pick was this, by the way?
Yes.
All right, good. So we both knew that right off the bat. Yeah, okay. So 5 rounds in a row. PP Bison still... They've got 4 now. So someone needs to have a chat with Zach because that's not the weapon of choice right now. Okay, this time you are running into a stack, but you have a slow walking. Still a chance for this one. They've rotated the ones out, University of Melbourne. Now I like this. GG Mr. 2Z has got himself right up in towards top mids. There's good information there. And maybe finally the rifles as the Bisons have to do it from range, but they're still getting kills. Mob on a 952, but you're just waiting. He's got the M4A1S in the corner, finds that one. Nade and 5+1 somehow still gets the kill with the Bison. Now he's running away. Mob is left on the side, still firing shots. And somehow out of all of it, it's a 2v1, but the bomb is still with 5+1. He goes on a jog, a run, and he's getting to top mid. But he should be no long for this world here. And he will be put down. The Bisons, Matthew, they've been silenced finally. They've still got 6 opportunities, Monash, to lock this one up here.
Silence of the Bisons, and we'll see who is going to be able to take control, keep their eyes front and center into this next round here, as all they need on the side of Monash is going to be 1 more round. All you need for your OM is 6 in a row if you want OT in this one. Certainly a dangerous time ahead, but not an impossible one, and we'll see if they are going to be able to lock in and take control here. They They stick things out a little longer. Huge stack up. Monash on towards A here. CTs are focused up on Ticket and Connected there. Do have one holding short towards B as well. Could be an issue for them though. The T's starting to get closer. The site could be locked out before their very eyes. And the T's have their eyes on the prize. Goodbye to one and more to follow.
Oh, it's glorious PP supremacy across the board and nade kills on your own team. Why not have some fun with it? It's now left in a 3v3. And this is where the Bisons from Rage become a bit of a problem. But hey, if you're from Rage and you just keep spamming, you never really have to reload at these points. Still though, Luke with that one. Zach's out to another. It's left on Zach now in a 1v2. He's got an AK, a disgusting weapon. Throw it aside, my man. You want to be using a PB Bison. He's running in his GG, but it won't matter. The map is done. And the second half was an interesting watch, to say the least. If you enjoy SMGs and if you enjoy PP Bisons, then you probably had a very good viewing experience. University of Melbourne, considering what was running at them, probably not on that stage there. Monash, though, 13-6, lock in the second half. And Matthew, well, as I said, entertaining.
Oh, mate, that's right. Entertainment was limitless into that one. And honestly, I can't wait to see what else this series is going to bring, mate. It's been crazy so far.
What's the next SMG you throw up? Like, or maybe we just go all shot.
We're going to bring back the UMP.
Oh, classic. The classic UMP, the stalwart. The stalwart first option. They need to fix that, right? You know,
it's back.
Just you make all SMGs just destructible again, as in like they just just destroy everything. Why not? It'd be fun.
That's going to be all for that series. We are going to head to a short break while we get the next map set up. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series 3rd and 4th place matchup. We've had our first map absolutely pop off with a bang there, Harry. We've seen bisons, mate. We've seen it all on the first map of Mirage. And I reckon we are going to see a lot more calamity and craziness in the map 2 of Anubis. The coins flipped. You know, first we saw Anubis Mirage. Now we see Mirage Anubis. It's going to go crazy, mate. I think those bisons are going to come back.
They very
It's
well
just
might
their last
do.
day.
I don't think so. And that being University of Melbourne's map pick does not fill me with a lot of hope for this second map. But depending on whether they start the T side, which I think they should, we'll give them maybe a bit more of an opportunity, considering Anubis is that T-sided map, the one we don't see as much of these days. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one to come back from that when you've fought well to get back into the first half. You go 7-5 at the break, you think, all right, you lost the pistol, it's all good. We'll get some rounds back once you get a 4-buy. And then you spend the next 4 or 5 rounds just getting mowed down by bisons for the entirety of it. Definitely going to be waking up with nightmares about that for the next couple of weeks, but they can put those to bed a little if they can somehow get themselves a map win here. Try and push it towards Inferno, otherwise we are going to be 2-0s completely across the board. So it'll just be left up to the grand final next week to see if they can change it. But they've still got the chance, Matt. There's still that opportunity. Can they do it on Anubis? We'll have to wait and see. Otherwise, we might just have Anubis as Mirage as our entire maps for the evening as well. No Inferno. We get no Dust 2 from last map and none of the others either. No Vertigo. No Nuke. And no Ancient. Nothing. You get nada. 0.
Vertigo is illegal. We're not allowed to play Vertigo. No.
They were playing it before. I was not look. I went and checked. I think it was Housebets and KSG. They were on Vertigo. Someone actually picked the map. So that is a real case of that happening. You know what?
Someone still plays it.
Someone still does it. It's still out there. Also, I didn't realise Rooster missed out on that either. They missed the finals of the Challenger League, which is...
The more you know.
The more you know, yes. But, the players are just about ready to go. They're getting themselves warmed up. But, I mean, look at this. What do the University of WhatOCE have to do different? Do they have to buy bisons? Do they have to do what their enemy does, to change what happened at the end of that first map there? Or is it, maybe they've got to try... We said UMPs. What other SMG weapons? What other changes? I mean, I think negatives. I think, look, we saw someone attempt to buy one. Didn't go through. I reckon the negatives have to come out here.
I don't know. I feel like that's RMIT's staple thing. They can't imitate. It's got to be RMIT only.
You don't own a weapon, though.
Yeah, but RMIT do. But no, I think...
They own teams where they play with it. But they don't own it outright. At least last time I checked.
I think what they need to improve here is they need a Zeus, Harry.
True. I've seen some Zeus buys, but no Zeus kills. But that's one that could work beautifully because, yeah, especially if you play close around, I'd say like sort of A main, and it also B if you tucked in to the close side. There's opportunities for that to happen, and I mean, it'd be rude not to see at least one Zeus. Someone's got to put it together. So get one just for us.
Yeah, for sure. I think that it'd be a lot of great fun to see an electrifying Zeus skill come through there. I've seen at least one over the weekend as well. I'm keen to see another one.
I forgot how much you use pun, because it's been a while since I've casted you. You are the pun master. I'd forgotten that. Yeah. You do it very well. It just rolls off the tongue beautifully.
Yes, we love it. Smooth operator. Just like you, Harry. Just like you. But, speaking of you, speaking of me, we are going to be getting into this next map here. Round number 1, everybody. UOM going to be on the D side. Monash on CT. And already they're facing off down mid.
Ooh. And that mid face-off falls in favour of the T's. Well, I was going to say CT's the first one there. And they seemingly have taken the advantage across in a 3v2. But the site there of A is open, but now you've only got one player. And June needs to get this kill onto Justin. It's not happening. And Monash, they pick where they left off. Now becomes the chance for them. What do they buy here? Oh, there's an M4. An actual rifle, an MP9. I do like seeing the XM Alligator come out again. University of Melbourne, Matt. Unfortunately, not much doing for them. A couple of slight buys up with an Eagle and a P250. And an MP5 comes out. Well, there's a gun I've not seen in a while.
There's the change-up we were seeking out, Aaron. Oh my gosh, and another one comes through. Great stuff. Lock there and more kills locked and loaded as well. Let's see what trouble they might yet bring into the next sector here.
There it is, an MP5 kill. It's happened.
It's there. It's real. Can you believe it?
Who would have thought in this day and age? As the B side is actually about to be open, but next Alligator comes on out. Thank you, mother, for the chickens. 2-0 Monash. And all the weapons, all the fun ones, all the ones that give you a little bit of extra cash for the next round, come out and do their job. QC, with 4 Cs that is. MP5 will stay in hands, M4A1Ss. University of Melbourne will get their first full buy as well.
They sure will, and we are going to be into round 3 right now. Oh my gosh, it's an absolute slaughter around side to side right now. Shots coming out over the top there, and they finally lock it in. So Monash are going to be able to come out ahead for now. Luke and 952 still alive though, taking out Justin there. We're onwards for a 2v2. We haven't even bypassed the minute mark yet. It's certainly been a quick one so far. We'll see if that continues to be the trend heading forward there.
It does seem that way. QC's just run straight through this side here, all the way through water. Can get into T-spawn. The thing was, they didn't spot the bomb over towards the other site there, so it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for them because B is actually fully open. And unfortunately for Monash, they both their CTs are on the opposite side of the map right now, and they're going to start to figure this out pretty soon. I don't know if they'll quite hear the utility going down, but now it sort of comes to fruition that yes, this is all a bit of a ruse that it might have been the other side as Luke falls away into main, and we're left in a 2v2.
2v2, what you gonna do? Let's see how they try to pull through, as they are going to be moving into this one right now. Looking to hold back here. Good shot coming out from Zach Show there. QCCC also holding around the corner. Smoke's coming out. They're going to be good to track onto DQs. But Luke. Oh, they are locked in here. They're trying to stick it out. Luke's got the angle. No! Oh my gosh! Against the odds! They actually managed it! I can't believe my eyes! Luke thought it! He thought he had it, but no! Monash destroy it and take the defuse!
just pull out the pistol. Did he? Like,
You got to bring a knife to a gunfight, mate.
I mean, he knew where it was as well. But he didn't reload on the second attempt. Ran out of bullets. Oh, boy. I mean... That's about summed up University of Melbourne's last sort of like 9 rounds, going from the last half of our other stuff to this one as well. It's just run, go on a jog, get that cardio going, and it's, well, left at a 3v3. We've only gone about 20 seconds into the round. All of a sudden, 9v2 and GG2Z are left with everything to do here. Mob maybe even gets another, but now there might be the opportunity to bring this one back. Smoke down, they managed to bring this one across with a fight there, but then the other one comes out. GG is alive, he gets that kill, and now 45 HP versus 42! And University of Melbourne will get the job done. It ain't pretty, and it ain't the way it's usually done, but hey, rounds around, 3-1 after 4 here.
That's right, a round is a round, and finally they hit the ground running here for UOM. They are going to be happy with that, being able to take a bit of control here. See if they can stroll in towards another round as well. They are just going to be holding back the second here, with potentially take a bit of control for UOM. Do have Justin to worry about, holding somewhat close by though, but CT's stuck on pistols, could be easily bypassed, already losing one there. Great start. Ooh, another one could have followed. It's great that 5+1 didn't re-peek into that, because that could have whittled down their numbers so much easier than it had to be there. And now they've got a return kill back. Zach Joe with the MP9. Oh, so close. So far. QC also taken out from behind there. So unfortunately, their forces will be unraveled here, but they still gave it their all so far. And they've still got a couple more players, so it's not over yet, but the T's certainly have started to make good strides. Oh! I feel like Justin fired a little too quick there, but it worked out in the end. Taking an AK out of the round after coming into it with basically nothing is going to be great. If they can get it back, that is.
Yeah, still might be nothing, unfortunately, but the diving on down, Deagle shots, well, not quite. Close. But not quite for that one. University of Melbourne, they'll grab their second now. 3-2 after 5. And do I see an R8? I think I see an R8.
Yep, yeah, 2. Actually, Harry.
Oh, 2, yes.
Yes.
Knocked me down with a feather. We've got a double up of the R8, a weapon
when
that...
in doubt, bring the R8 out.
Remember when... Oh, that's a good CS out there. Remember when this thing, you could one-shot somebody with a pistol.
Wipe a whole team.
I remember Freakazoid was a big fan of that one. Massive grin on his face as he fired it around. What was a great 3 days of R8 madness. And then the weapon was nerfed and never used again by anyone. But hey, you know, you got to have fun with it. The round that it does have there. And maybe it can come to fruition here on one of these sites. Mob has one over towards mid, and 5+1 also has it towards mid. So it's not going to come to fruition, at least here over on the B site. But they might still have a chance to hit some with the rest of their weapons they have here. But the smoke dissipates, and it finds them. So now it's just the R8s. Can they do anything? They do damage, not the kills. And Mob is not too far for this world. And in the end, it's a clean round. University of Melbourne make it 3 apiece after 6.
3 apiece. Let's see if they are going to be able to path their way towards more. As it's certainly been firing up us so far, but there's still more yet to be done at this stage. Let's see if they can get more traction. Getting in to the next sector here. Just hold patiently. Push out towards the A side though. Ooh, 952 actually going to be able to catch one. Traded straight back, however. Good that the CT doubled up at that stage. But now going to be able to take control of another one. Let's see if they can continue in this direction. That's off command advantage and further it.
Doesn't wants to keep fighting as long as he doesn't walk into that Molotov right next to him. It should be right. 2v3 now, but 5+1 gets a little bit too adventurous, and well, they've been happy to go searching. But this time it might have come back to bite them, considering Justin's only on 7 HP. QC is left with a lot to do, and now he is all that remains between a University of Melbourne 4-round in a row lead taker here. Trying to get Monash back on the board after a little bit of a dry spell. Open hand. Teaser group. The CT waits. Where do they take this one here, Matthew?
Oh, they're taking it all the way to the top of Everest, Harry. They are taking it as far as they need to. But still 30 seconds left in the round here. They need to get that bomb down sooner rather than later. Otherwise, the round is going to slip away from them. But they are still holding them back. Nice shot there from QCCCCC. If they manage to hold back a lot longer, they might yet delay it long enough for the round to go in their hands. Oh! They just need to live. 5 seconds. They're going for the plant, though. QCC doesn't even know. The bomb is down now, though. They need to play retake, and they need to play it quick. Otherwise, this round goes bye-bye. They're trying for it, and there it is. Luke locks in. Takes the lead for UOM.
Well, that was certainly a round in the end, and almost QC coming out with the victory, but they hold strong. Luke with the final kill. And University of Melbourne now 4 in a row, so they take the lead for the first time here. Seemed how this one started. And University of that Monash were continuing like they did at the end of Mirage. And we're just going to keep running through this one here. But now things become a little bit more difficult for them. 9-5-2 on towards Zach, delivering that first kill. They're up against the pistol. Still got to be careful how they deal with this one, because there is that opportunity for the 5-7s to do work. And AK picked up. QC. There was an opportunity there as Warfire coming on in, and he does take down those two. Again, 5+1, so gets the kill. Jonas waiting at the top there. And maybe a chance with an Eagle. Nothing coming to fruition. So a couple of kills for the CTs. But in the end, University of Melbourne lock in with. Now both teams should have a full buy going into round number 9 here.
Full buy ahead of us here. UOM up by 2 for now. Still plenty more rounds ahead of us into the half, though. And let's see if they are going to be able to do a lot more work heading in to the next sector here. Default split up coming out from the CTs. Couple towards mid this time. Wow, they actually pull ahead of it. I'm quite surprised by that, honestly. I thought they might not have had enough time to react, but they do manage to keep themselves intact, ahead by 1 for now. How long will they be able to maintain that player advantage, though? That's the big question, isn't it, Harry?
And it is. Chance though here if they get this round. Lost bonus for Monash will give them money into the next, but considering everyone's so low, you'd imagine they wouldn't push the full buy. And with Luke finding that first one there on a Justin, things become a lot easier for them as well. They've got complete mid control. There's only one player who's over on the A side if they want to continue there, and it does look like that's going to happen. So 5+1, he's only on 48 HP. This is absolutely perfect here for the guys on University of Melbourne. Surely they should have this one together as well. 9-5-2, holding with the AWP. 5+1 walks into it, and that's the round. Monash, there's no way they're going to defend that while making its way over. And now 6 in a row, so they're making a decent game of this one here, University of Melbourne.
Yeah, making great strides, aren't they, Harry? And let's see if they can continue to make a few more here. Still holding back. 4 versus 3 situation in this one. Got plenty more to do, plenty more to see. Shots coming out from GG's there. 2 players remain for Monash. Just got to stall it out, hold on to their weapons here and see if they can continue to hold as strong. Get a lot more impact towards the end of the half and maybe path their way towards success going forward. It's a tough one ahead of them though. UOM have really done so well on the map maneuvers so far. Like, if honestly at the moment anyway, feels like Both teams have switched their map picks, and UOM's finding the impact on Anubis, whereas Monash found that impact on the last map. So, curious to see how it's all going to play out, heading towards, 1, the end of the half, but also 2, the second half of the map here as well.
Yeah, well, I honestly, I think the problem is that Monash have started using rifles, which I don't think work for them. I think the Bisons need to come back into play here. You know, a bit quicker. Get back that speed. But maybe, you know, a little bit of a change-up here, though. Maybe that's what they did. 5+1. This one on the 9.52 has been doing nice work in this first half. Finally, a bit of an opener for the CTs. They've already gone through a lot of their utility. No smokes left. A couple of flashes, one BkWhatOCE, and with fire getting mob, spreads it back out again. Bomb hasn't been spotted, so they're not sure where this one could be going. They've again left the A site pretty much unguarded. Justin's just walked through that smoke. Oh, sorry. I was going to say Justin. No, he's the CT to the other side there. Gigi's walked through that smoke. He's got 1. 5+1 for the trade back. But Jordan also got Zach. 2v2 once again. University of Melbourne in a position where it looked like the round might be slipping away from them. They re-even, they regroup, and they're going to be quickly heading towards this A site. There is a player waiting for them, though. 45 seconds left on the clock, and Matt, they might even re-rotate into water here.
Yeah, they're looking to rotate through water, perhaps up the connector there. They do have a player to worry about, though, on the other side of the site there in Justin. And they've also got the incendiary grenade, which could delay them from a plant, perhaps, but the timing going to be good for them. They might actually be able to get onto the site for free. Justin, though, could hear the sound cue if they go for a plant here. The timing... Ooh. There's a shot! Another one to follow, though. Fire straight into it. Rotation the long way, actually, for 5+1 here. So Fua's position going to be unknown. They might actually hear sound cues here. Yeah, they're making so much noise. Oh, it doesn't even matter. They are going to be able to lock that kill down and at long last bring it back here for Monash. So they will take their 4th round with confidence. And they are back on track here, Harry.
Yes, well, you know, the lovely 4th round. It breaks a string of 6. I like that first map. It's the momentum swings. We love to see, Matthew. So, University of Melbourne. Grab another straight back. Look, and Monash, it's an opportunity to even this half out. And considering, you know, you could be going to Anubis T side, you wouldn't mind that. Even a 7-5, 8-4, not as lovely. Still, again, workable in these circumstances. DT's once again fairly far forward. A couple playing around water side. Justin Oak up towards bridge there, and oh, Fly, he's getting a little bit dangerous. In fact, they're right on top of each other. Oh, QC does come out with that one in the end. A little bit awkward. Kill was put through, and Mob. Oh, the timing there. Oh, Luke should have him dead to right. He does. You see with the trade at the very least. So 4v2. Oh, 4v3. Now it's 4v2. And now everyone's dead. Oh, it was a 4v2. You know what? Everyone's dead. Round win to Monash.
That's right, round win to Monash. So they are going to be 1 round between them now. Will they end up fully tied up at the halfway point here? Or will it be none other than a 2-round difference? Let us find out heading into the last round of the half here. Both teams on relatively even footing here. Just going to hold it back for the moment. Big grenade straight down the bend there. A lot of damage. No more, no less. Speaking of no more, no less, there's the more, no less kills coming through for both sides here. They are going to be forced back. Oh, pushing the smoke a little bit too confident there. Zach Joe now getting on top of the platform. Suppressive fire could ignite their desire to get kills, but Justin is getting them right now. 9.52 and June, low HP on June for that matter. And that could be problematic heading towards the end of the half. They've still got a little bit of util, the smoke flash and nade there. But they can afford to slow it down, at least for the moment. Was a little bit of a lull. The CTs their patience going to be exercised.
And they've thrown that smoke just over the top there into the A site. They're trying to get this more of a distraction plate. And it hasn't really worked, unfortunately, for them because they've come out of the side domain here. QC is going to get that information told. He can hang around in the other side there. Main will be flanked through. QC only needs one here. Just needs the one, put it into a 2v1 situation. Maybe even take opportunity. He will get one. The second almost presenting itself as well, but 9-5-2 working against time, working against players. And Zach will be the one to finish it off there. And in the end, they do get that 6-6. So again, the flows 3 in a row, 6 in a row, 3 in a row. The momentum shifts back and forth. And in the end, we are all tied up again. A close first half.
Absolutely, Harry. Putting in leaps and bounds. 6 for 6. We talked about a tiebreaker, and there it is on the board right now. Cannot believe how close this one's gone, man. Definitely, both teams putting in the work here. You can tell that Monash just want to close this one out, try and secure for third place to the best of their abilities here, but the same can be said of their opponents, you know, UOM. Delivering the work here, trying their very darndest to get themselves on the board, do the very best they can at this point, but it doesn't come without its fair share of difficulty, doesn't it?
Here. Lovely music. This is an interesting rat going on. It seems the teams are waiting. These teams to get aggressive, but University of the Melbourne lads, they're not interested. They're not going forward. They are sure. They are happy to now the activation begin. Scratching of the head here so far for the CTs. Look, where are they? Haven't heard anything. Haven't seen anyone. And if they do hit towards this side here over on A, they will find that there's not much to stop them because of his far. Does he have a god round in him? Walking towards him. The problem is he's going to run out of bullets. That's done. Quick rotates over from the CTs, and Justin does get Luke there, so they might have the opportunity still to maybe stop this one. Nade in towards the bomb planter. In the end, they've actually done all right at University of Melbourne, but 2v2, Gigi finds that one. And another one from Justin. All these players back and forth. Bomb still on the ground, 9 seconds, but QC shuts down the last. Pistol done. It was, again, I'm sort of running out of words how to describe most of these ones. It was chaotic. But in the end, it is the boys on Monash. I think they've won every single pistol so far.
Mate, so far so good is what I can say there. Consistency is key, but Harry, I've noticed something. Something's back. And it's a Bison, as they are going to be rushing into the site there, getting many kills with the Bison of all things. One more kill is falls for remains, and it's the MAC-10 to lock it.
Yeah, who's using the MAC-10 there? Zach?
Yeah, they've betrayed the cause. What is that, Harry?
Well, I think he was the one who was using the AKs as well when the Bisons were all together.
Yeah, just not conforming to the team's ideals there. Not happy.
Oh, it's fun. We love the Bisons.
Hey, mate, if they win the round, what does it matter?
I guess economy-wise and round lead, they go up.
I suppose so.
Yeah. Ooh.
Harry,
oh, you got 6 guys. I thought you didn't take any damage there for a second, but Bisons once again, what can they do this time? Oh, Justin, you naughty boy, that's an AK. You're not allowed to use that in this east side of London. Oh, they're getting flashbacks here at University of Melbourne. It's happening again. They buy into this round with the Bisons. They wring their ugly head. You see
Oh my word.
Blind. Completely blind. Just, why not? Oh my god.
It's just Bison City, baby.
Again, they're going to have nightmares about this.
Couldn't agree more there, Harry. I think those bisons are nightmare fuel, aren't they?
Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed. Oh dearie me. But we are going to be getting into the next one here. There's a win here. Monarch. Great stuff coming through. Bison bringing our teams up by 3 rounds here. And maybe, just maybe. Could have more to follow, but I think UOM definitely have the capabilities to bring themselves back into the fold here. I think that they are no pushover. And we'll see exactly what they are going to be capable of heading in around 16 here. So they are stuck out on 1 pistol, mostly a full buy. Otherwise, too much in the util department. That's not enough. Maybe they might have more. They're managing to get all the kills. Who cares if they don't have much util? They've got kills to pay the bills here, and maybe more. But UOM are doing the work.
It's just one lonely bison that remains now. Justin, what can he do here? Distance on this side, and finally, University of Melbourne put a stop to the rot. And when you're on Anubis, you've got some longer angles. You can sort of just lay off a little bit. There's more of an opportunity to play at a distance with rifles against those. What are they called? The hoses? Do we call them the hoses anymore? Maybe it's being used. The chance here, because there's no one on the side. There's no one. It's just one player. 952, get out of here. You're too young, son. Oh my god. Oh, how is he alive?
Mate, he's just that good.
He is still just standing there. He's gotten out somehow. He doesn't have any health, but he's alive. You take that at the very least. But Bisons once again, 952 finds one. In fact, with the nade. But now Lucas, the AWP, it's hitting shots. They got to be careful. The Bisons are powerful, but the AWP with one hit can delete them if they're not careful. It happens again. Oh, it's happened 4 times, but there's no time for a deep. Oh.
My gosh. Well, we made it. Double digits now for Monash. They have managed to make it work here. Looking at pretty solid at the moment. Round 18 and maybe more ahead of us, but we'll wait and see here. There are going to be plenty more opportunities for our teams here, Harry. Plenty more ample moments, I reckon.
You can just see the CTs are playing a lot deeper. He's going to hear it again. Oh no, look, you got to transfer over. Fuado finds an initial first one and the second as well. And this time, playing from distance, they managed to hold it out. They have the players over here. In fact, Flyers almost killed everyone in the end. Does a good job. And Bisons this time. Zip, zilch, nada in that round. University of Melbourne. They strike back a match. They stay alive. They throw away the demons of the previous round.
Do they? No, they sure do. And good that they might be able to brush it off. You know. Good that they can keep themselves composed. But we'll see how they are going to be able to manage themselves. Getting deeper into this one, Justin going to be holding back here. Good smoke on the CTs, holding off. Justin doesn't care though. Justin's just pushing in, mate. Mob actually picking up the pieces this time though. Love it. Tech 9's doing the work right now. Whoa, getting close, Harry. See if they are going to be able to spice it up.
5-2 is about to be jumped on maybe as that smoke dissipated. Mob up close there. Fire playing a deeper angle away from the doors. Get away with that one there. 952. He lives by the skin of his teeth. 10 HP. He might be able to stay alive for a little bit there as the flash in. He actually gets back towards Pillar. But he's just caught between a rock and a hard place. There's so many different angles he has to worry about. He's checking them back and forth. Here he picks down for the first one. He might even stay alive. Not quite. Mob takes him down. And now Jun, they know that he's tucked in right in the center of the side here. Would love to try and stay alive for one more second. 5+1. Oh, it's the Tech 9s now. They come out and delete all before them. And Monash up to 11 and closing in on what could be a 2-0 series W. And a chance to, well, they would be the third place winners of season 2 here, Matt.
We'll see if they are going to be able to do it here. Monash need 2 more rounds, Harry, and they will be our third place heroes. But UOM might just be able to take it away from them. 952 and Luke locking in here. Instilling fear in their opponents. Monash getting a bit overzealous there. See if they can do more. No, they cannot from Monash. UOM are going to be incredible here. Taking utter control into this one. They stroll through, take a 9th, and it's only going to be 2 rounds between them, Harry. Can you believe it? They have managed to bring themselves back here. But, Harry, look at this. Mob has betrayed the cause. That's not a Bison.
It's a P90. Oh, well. It's a change. Again, they will try to go forward with these SMGs. And again, you've got the money, but, you know, how many times do you do this? You get done. And you just keep these rounds together because Monash, they want to get this done in a 2-0 fashion. But if they play with their food a little bit too much, I mean, as we just saw, University of Melbourne, they're no pushovers. They will punish them if given the opportunity.
Absolutely. Leave no stone left unturned there. They certainly will punish them given the opportunity. They cannot afford to give them those opportunities for that matter. Otherwise, they are going to be in for a world of hurt. Speaking of world of hurt, though, the team's looking to push straight up in the connector. Good trade-off coming out from Jordan this time around. Looking good so far, but it's a 3v3 bomb already looking to go down. Luke is on site, though. 5+1 so low. Will they be able to maintain the site on their lonesome? That's a tough task ahead indeed.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, they're done. They are so done. UOM are back, baby. It is a dangerous time ahead, especially if you're a fan of Monash.
Yeah, well, a couple of rounds in a row, and, well, almost another Bison round, and almost another savior of one thing there. But not quite in the end. And now, as it stands, we are at 10-11. And a technical timeout from University of Melbourne. Monash, on the other hand, well, I wonder what they're buying there, Matt. Why do you think they're putting together a nice little buy?
Bison? Bison? No. Who knows what what they are going to be able to bring through here, Mr. Slim. As they do jump in, it's around 22 out of a possible 24 into this one. It has certainly gone the distance. They've gone leaps and bounds in this series thus far. Monash only need 1, well, 2 for that matter. Whereas UOM need 3 rounds in a row if they want to win out this series here. So it's definitely been a dangerous one ahead of them. But never say never, my man. Never say never. I think there's certainly possibilities and challenges ahead of them. But we'll see what 952 and Co can do here, whether they can make it equal up 11-11, make a wish, and hopefully their wish comes true, or whether there is going to be more potential on the horizon, my friend, as we are going to be waiting to see. What else is cooking here, Monash? They don't have much to their name, but they might have more in a moment. Maybe not, though. Luke, good start. Does find one in mob there. Maybe looking for another one around the bend as well. But Monash, they are creeping up towards this A side here. They've got guns in hand ready to push the band forward towards here. The singular defender, but they've got 952 to worry about around that corner as well.
Yes, the rifles from distance are doing their job, and we are one round away from this evening up. And the close one's there. It's no. Oh no, Justin with a double. They can get this player down. QC got Luke. How on earth has this turned into a 1v2? And they're going to be hearing this one coming through from Jordan, who's just throwing the Molotov in. We'll push them both off to the right side here. Knocks up the nade, the boost over the top. Justin gets the shot. And somehow, I genuinely don't even know how that's happened in the end. But BkWhatOCE have match points. The third place, the trophy, the big three, the big third trophy, man. It's within touching distance. They can feel it. It's right there in front of them.
Oh yeah, they can taste it even, Harry. They are getting much, much closer. Just need to keep playing this one out here, and they may yet be able to take full control. Good shot already. One goes down, traded out, double or nothing. Triple in a matter of fact there. The CTs are locked and loaded. Maybe not though. It's going to be a reload. Another one on its way through. QCCCC trying their best to keep this game alive. It's a 1 versus 2 here. Let's put one. Oh, the deagle. It's one more round to determine. Will it be game, set, and a match? Will it be OT, Harry? This is it, my man.
And you can see that BkWhatOCE do not want this going to OT because look, they've actually bought rifles for this round. That's crazy.
Uh-oh.
Who would have thought? I was like, uh-oh, fellas, they're getting serious. Hey, the smoke's going out mid from spawn. They've got the utility sets together. They're doing a bit of a slower pace, and 5+1's gotten the kill in the first 5 seconds. That one around that was closer to water, but Luke decimates in towards main here. And he will get those 2 kills, maybe even a third. Justin can't get it. Luke, he wants OT. Luke's giving us OT. He decimates BkWhatOCE of 4K and 5+1. We need a 1v4 to pull this one off here, but the push of Luke's already come forward. He might just get him in the first one here. If he goes through this smoke, he is waiting on the other side. He does turn around for a second there. Low HP, spotted. Won't be able to get that first kill, though, there. Smoke goes beyond it. The nade. Oh, what a nade. Oh, my Lord. That is a Kobe, if you've ever seen it. Give Luke the ace at this point. Let him just walk forward. Luke, he grabs it. We're going to overtime. And map number 2, University of Melbourne will not lie down.
They will not go down without a fight. They are looking to push us all the way to map 3 if they can help it here, Harry. And let's see if they are going to be able to make this one work for themselves. Whether it will be map 3 or whether we could see the redemption arc here from UOM. It all depends on how things go for Monash, UOM. Either side can take it at this point. They both worked so hard. But the game's not over yet. Let's see who can find the opener. It's Justin! And let's see if they can find another. Oh no, missed shot from Luke. That's a problem. Maybe more to follow. 952 has no issue though. They've caught 5+1. And maybe more to come.
Luke's still holding close. Down towards water, QC. Big kill there. The GG2Z, and now It is completely open for the taking. Zach is waiting for this one. He might get himself two here. And Luke, well, position now known. Probably has to fight forward with the pistol if he's got any chance to switch across the rifle, which he does, but delayed, held around there. That was the bomb drop, though. And Fire waiting around main here. QC, does he read this? Does he know? Is he aware that the player's going to be that close? He doesn't. Fire grabs that. Almost a second as well. This could be massive. Keeps the round going. Doesn't happen. And Monash, first round of OT, 13-12. And for a couple more for a flawless T half here in OT. We're close there at University of Melbourne, Matt. But they need those rounds to fall their way if they want to take this to map number 3.
Absolutely could not agree with you more, Mr. Slim there, but we'll see if they are going to be able to keep themselves locked in to try and get towards lucky number 3 here. Whether it could go down to Justin. Good shot already. Zach Joe catches them off guard, trying to put a smoke down, but they don't care. They got the timing. And it's going to be 2 kills ahead right now, looking to see if they can lock in for more as well. They are not any type of pushover here. They are trying as they might to try and win this fight. And it could be more to follow. There it is. 1-for-1 trade-off there. And it's a 2v4.
Bomb is down main, though. If I can get this kill here, there's an opportunity. But now it is all on GG2Z. Finds one, maybe a second. Switches across to the AK, but the bomb was taken away there just as he was trying to come through. Justin has to be careful because open hand. He's going to be looking for this one here. He does land that shot. 14-12. Monash lets some rounds slip, but now they're starting to get going again. This one in OT in the University of Melbourne. Love one. They'd love one to go into the second half with. This final buy for them is going to be pretty rough, man. MP9s across the board with one M4A4 and some limited utility on top of that as well.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough situation, isn't it, Harry? But, you know, it's not an impossible one. Oh, boy, that's getting a bit rougher. We'll double up. We'll kick things off. Yeah, already clashing with a bang there. And let's see if they are going to be able to do more with it now again. Tough times ahead, and it could get even more chaotic from here, my friend. But see what else is in store. They got the spot, and they're at death's door. Luke capitalizes on that one.
Well, it wasn't clean, but the side is taken. Molotov as well. Delayed Jetty from pushing onto the fight, so they'll get away with that. 2 can fall back in towards main, smoking it as well. And all the T's can get in their hidey holes. Wait for it here. A lot of this comes down to Fire getting that kill around water. It doesn't happen, and now GG left with it all to do here in a 1v3 situation. One flash, no kit. We'll get that first kill. The damage is on the others, but he will not be able to find that second. And 15-12, Monash again. They have map and series points for the coveted 3rd place here. The bronze medal of the 2024 AEL University Elite Series Season 2 map. Can they close it out in 1? Or University of Melbourne going to keep this one going? Double OT, perhaps.
Double OT. Ooh. Tempting me with a good time, Harry. Let's see if we are going to get there, though.
I think our producer wants double OT. I thought I could hear him saying something, but
I feel like I heard him say quadruple or quintuple.
Yeah,
OT.
definitely at the very least triple.
I heard
40 rounds apparently.
I think we're trying to break a record here, Harry.
That's all right with me, I reckon. You know,
I'd do it.
Why not?
Yeah.
Have some fun with it. The Bison's out. Bob, Util, the Molotov on top of him is going to push him away from that connector area. Or back towards pillar. GG. Smoke around B main. I'll force him away from that. One is... Alright, well, QC. Thought it was clear, but that smoke actually wasn't as far forward as he'd hoped. And then Jun gets mob, and just like that, that is the site broken into and taken over. Bomb down, 5v3. And I don't know that. I don't think that Monash are going to be taking it this round here.
Looking a bit difficult for the moment, but never say never, Harry. You know, anything's possible here, heading into hickory-pickory rounds like this one. Anything could go down. Speaking of going down, let's see how it all plays out. Good shot coming out there, trying their best to hold a strong hold fast for that matter, but there's still plenty more work to do, Mr. Slim. And see what they can do now. Still sticking it out is Fwa and Go. Keep the show on the road here. Try their best to make themselves win. But they've got plenty more to do before they can secure a victory here. Plenty more to see.
That there is. So, one map point and match point saved. What else have they got here? The University of Melbourne. Can they keep it together a little bit longer? Justin, push forward in towards main there over at the B side. Cops, a whole lot of util and solve it, but 5+1 gets that opening kick. Just what they were looking for. And another one, 5+1. He's had enough. Walks out through a main. Deletes two. And that might just be the round-winning moment there. Plenty of time still to play out, but now they need this kill in mid. Zach doesn't really need to take this fight, but you know what? He's feeling it. He's got backup now, and he will get that kill. Jun, GG, Matt, they are all that stands between Monash and a third place. Another one there for Justin, and it's all she wrote. They took it to OT, but they couldn't get past it there, and Monash 16-13. A 2-0 series victory, and they are your third place winners.
That's right, third place champions there. Hard work pays off, and at this point in the Elite Series, they definitely have done a great job, haven't they? Wow. Cannot believe what I've seen, Harry. And honestly, you couldn't have said it better. It's just great. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, they were highlights. The type of highlights you'd call them, I'm not entirely sure. It was an SMG montage, I guess, of all things beautiful.
Just Bison City, baby.
Yeah, just Bisons. So Bisons across the board. You know, it was a fresh perspective on the game to see the Bisons come back. I know during the new update, where the XP, farming in Dust 2 was coming to fruition, the Bison was definitely a good using tool for if you're rushing mid. So, you do like to see it coming back there, but yeah, even in competitive play here, it does the job. We got some fantastic kills across the board from both teams in the end, but I think Monash, deserved winners, another 2-0, so that means the grand final next week is the one opportunity where a best of three might go the full distance in the playoffs. Otherwise, it is 2-0s across the board, and it will look quite nice. At least if you're an OCD fanatic, you might just be happy seeing those 2-0s. They would look very lovely.
Alrighty, so I think we've got a special someone coming through to say g'day to us after an amazing game. Welcome in, Mob. How you feeling after that series, mate?
Pretty heated. You guys hear me? Hello?
He's speechless. Honestly,
hello.
I would be too. There we go.
Hey.
He's returned.
Yo, what's up? So,
Oh, mate, we're feeling good after your series, but how are you feeling?
pretty sweaty, like drenched in sweat after that game. Like 2 games.
Get the man a towel.
No. It was all thanks to the team. Jeremy was supposed to do the interview, but someone ran away.
That's all good. Well, we're happy to have you, Mob. And we've got first question we got off the second one. The second one here, at least. The Bisons, was that an idea going in to put them to fruition? Because honestly, we had a blast watching it, and you guys seemed to very much enjoy using them on both Mirage and Anubis. It proved quite a hard strat for University of Melbourne to actually get around there. They seemed to struggle against it.
Yeah, we were just trying to end it off with a blast. A few of us aren't playing next season, so we're just gonna have a bit of fun while we can.
That's fair enough. Honestly. Like, A lot of players, and in fact, a lot of teams are going to be transforming in the years coming forward. And, you know, I know that even RMIT, for that matter, are going to be transforming in the years heading forward. And honestly, I guess that might be a pro for some of the other teams, much like yourselves, you know, like, I guess, are you continuing into the future seasons?
I'm not personally, but I don't know about the rest of the team. I think half of us are going to leave, so we'll
Yep.
see a few new faces on the Monash team, so that'll be good.
That's great, yeah. And hopefully, yeah, they'll be able to do the very best that they can heading forward. I got to say, congratulations, honestly, for making it this far. You guys have done a great job. And I think you guys should give yourselves a pat on the back, because you guys have done great in order to get to third place. Like, I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, thank you. You guys did an awesome job as well. GG's to the other teams as well. They played well.
Absolutely.
Oh, we always love the shout out to the teams there. Thank you, Mob. We appreciate it, mate. And congratulations on the third place finish for yourself and maybe a few of the others that are gone now. At least for next season. Hope you enjoyed it. And,
Thank you.
Well, enjoy the third place and maybe enjoy the viewing of the grand final next week.
Yep. Goodbye, guys.
Have a good one.
Now for now, thanks for joining us, Mob, and great to see the night come to a head there. And in fact, the third place matchup, for that matter, we have had a great evening all in the Open Series and in the Elite Series. It's just been great. And let's take a look at our bracket just to recap some of our matches as to how we've gone so far. So to cap back off, UNSW taking point in the initial stages of the playoffs here, UOM as well. RMIT taking point on their semi-final there. UNSW taking control against Monash, heading towards our grand finals next week. Get keen for that one. But tonight we saw Monash take away the series from UOM to take third place in our Elite Series, and we will find out who our champion's going to be heading towards 24th of October. That is going to be a fun one. Don't you worry. I am super duper keen. But let's talk about some of our favorites before we cap off the evening. Big shout out to our sponsors. So without further ado, let's say a big shout out to AGON by AOC, the gaming monitor partner, who provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. I got a monitor of theirs right next to me. It is incredible. Has lasted me years and years. And many, many more. But let's take a big shout-out to Indomie, the noodle partner, made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. We love Indomie, and I can't wait to get some very, very soon. Maybe I might just cop that green flavor sooner or later. You never know. Maybe you know what? Inspired by you, Harry, I might just get a hot and spicy, mate.
Hot and spicy. It's the GOAT. It's not too bad. Does the job across the board.
You know.
And, well, you know, I reckon I'll grab myself one at the conclusion of this, because I'll be honest, I'm a little bit peckish. I don't know about you. After some classic CS across the board.
Cast, we just got to get it done, mate. We've got to get that mee goreng. We love mee goreng. And I can't wait to have some more heading into the future there. Just incredible. We love it. We love AGON by AOC. We love mee goreng. But speaking of stuff we love, make sure you follow AEL at AU Esports League to stay up to date on all AEL events, competitions, and activations. We have incredible stuff across many different games, whether it's CS2, whether it's Rocket League, Smash, whatever we've got. Make sure you stay up to date with us, because it is all going down and we love to see it. But I think that is going to be all from us for today's. So just want to say a big thank you to HazDaddySlim for joining us this evening. I really hope we see you again heading into the future. But for now, peace out, everybody. We got a grand final coming up next week. I am so hyped, and I can't wait to see it. But until then, ciao for now. It's grand final time, baby. Let's go!